Come on here, guys, before the game gets going. We are live. Hey guys, how you going today on BKR Sport? We are here as Sydney FC are going to be taking on the Central Coast Mariners. Now, this game is actually going to be quite a good game here, I believe. I think that the Mariners defensively haven't been necessarily that bad this year, but obviously I don't really rate them whatsoever. They have a couple of cheeky results that have gone their way, but they also lost the other day, 1-0 to the Western Sydney Wanderers late on there, when arguably they probably deserved the draw in reality, a 0-0 draw, but in the same sense, it didn't come to fruition. On the other hand, Sydney FC, they've started off the season pretty averagely. You know, they've gotten a win against Wellington and a draw against the Wanderers, but in the same sense, you know, we're a bit harsh critics of them because they've won 2 years in a row, so you got to be a harsh critic of that team. But look, I think Sydney should comfortably win this one tonight, in my opinion. I think it'll be a 2-1. I'll go 3-1. You know what? I will go 3-1. I say 3-1 a lot, to be completely honest with you. But I'll go 3-1 just because I think Sydney are the better team here. VX Doorbell says, hey, how we doing? Going all right, mate. Going all right. Big Boy Has says, hello champion. Declan Smith says, 2-0 Sydney. Brisbane Raw Fan Club says, hello champion. But let me know what your score predictions are, guys, in the chat. I am going with a Sydney FC 3-1 victory. Hopefully we can see some goals coming here. I think that, look, like I've been saying, you know, Sydney FC have gotten off to a relatively decent start considering their results. Obviously, when you look into those results, they haven't necessarily done too greatly just yet. They play, Sydney FC here with a chance on the wing. We'll whip it in. That will go out for a corner. Quick days. 40 seconds in here, it's already a corner. I think we're a little bit too harsh critics of them. But in the same sense, you know, if you look into the results, they snuck a win against the Wellington Phoenix, even though Wellington were probably upset they didn't get a draw there. They were probably upset they weren't able to lock something down. But in the same sense, they still scored 2 absolutely cracker goals and took the win 2-1 there down in Wollongong. I hate how Sydney FC... Oh, chance here. No, there'll be a goal kick. I hate how Sydney FC fans keep trying to claim that it was an away win. Not really. It's not really a away win when it's in Wollongong and you're Sydney FC going up against Wellington Phoenix. But in the same sense, you know, they technically won their away game 2-1 there. And then they obviously played the Wanderers and it was 1-1. They scored, but I definitely thought that the Wanderers were the better team there. I thought they controlled the ball a lot better. They had a bit more better opportunities for me, and I just thought they probably deserved the win there, but unfortunately they couldn't get it done in the end. Declan Smith says 2-0 Sydney. Fair enough. VX Doorbell says 3-0 Sydney. A lot of people going with the nil. That's probably fair enough, to be completely honest with you. Sydney should be able to withstand this. Actually, you know what? I will change it, and I will go nil. Because I don't think Mariners should be able to score here. Truly, if Sydney FC are going to go back and win it again this year, honestly, it should be a pretty easy win here. Because, look, the Mariners have started off okay, but they've also been shithousing those results. They got a result against Macarthur 2-0, but they were absolute dog shit. You know, you go and have a look at the other game they played. Who they played? I can't even remember now. They played Macarthur. They played the Jets, who obviously have lost 4 games in a row to start their season. So they're 0-4 right now, and they won that game 1-0. They were shit house. I'm not going to lie to you. And then obviously their third, I think this could be their 4 game here. Hold on, onside here, Simon! Oh my God, I thought that was going to be a goal there. Oh, it's going to be, huh? He's called him offside like 3 years too late there. Gee whiz. Against Mariners have been playing good recently. 5-0 Sydney. You're outrageous, mate. You're outrageous. Try to get on top of you, son. Gee whiz. What's going on there? 5-0 Sydney, but Mariners have been playing well, apparently. Malcolm says Mariners used to be at bottom of the table with Wellington until Wellington got better. Well, yes, but then again, the A-League is such a small league that obviously majority of teams are going to experience that bottom end of the table quite significantly. I don't think the Brisbane Roar really have. I don't think Sydney FC really have been down there, but there's been times where those teams have been, you know, shaky, to say the least. But the Mariners have been well known for a very long time. Realistically, ever since around 2013, they've been absolutely horrific. So they are trying to obviously make some improvements now, but the problem with that is that there are a decent amount of teams this year that are still going to keep improving. Look at the Wanderers, who weren't exactly great last year. They're still improving. You know, I think the Jets, even though they are 0-4 right now, shouldn't be 0-4. It is 0-4, fair enough, but in the same sense, I think the Jets are genuinely better than what their record is showing. Not great by any means, but they're better than an 0-4 start. I definitely think they deserve at least 1 win and 1 draw, but, you know, especially against the Brisbane Roar, I probably think they deserve to win there. But I'll take it as a Raw fan. I think victory right now is actually my favourite long term. They've only played one spoon. They've only played one game. But I genuinely believe they're not going to be that great this year. So, look, I think the Mariners still should be better than the Jets overall, maybe. I'd say Jets, and also better than Victory, but they'll still be down towards that bottom of the table for mine. Amelia Case says 1-0 Central Coast. Declan Smith says it could be 10-10. You're outrageous, mate. You're bloody worse than Payday at this point. Oh, Sydney FC with a chance. And that'll come away here for the Mariners. Don't forget, guys, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. National Sports Low says 3-0 Sydney. Yeah, fair enough. I'll accept that one. Look, anyone that says nil is probably right here. I don't think that Matt Simon's going to be able to score a goal past this Sydney FC defence. Even though Sydney FC's defence isn't exactly like your... like a lot of these other teams defending this year, like your Wanderers defending, and like MacArthur, who I find have been really good defence too, through Federici as the goalkeeper there, the sweeper keeper of dreams there for MacArthur. But Sydney FC with a chance now, 5 minutes in. Sydney FC going to push this ball down through the centre. Caceres through. Oh, Barbarossa goes straight to the keeper. Save by the keeper. Malcolm says, I've never seen 10-10. No, he's talking shit, mate. He's talking some shit, mate. He's talking shit. Buddy, talking shit, tell you what. VX Doorbell says, do you think active areas will ever get back to what they used to be? 100%. But we have to wait for the virus now. It's not a matter of will they, it's a matter of when will they. Because right now, FFA is obviously gone. They were the massive instigators in the separation of fans from the league, which was the stupidest thing in the history of stupid. Like, there's been some stupid things in history, and that was the stupidest thing in the history of stupid, right? So, I think, yeah, 100%. The active areas will definitely come back. But now it's a part of the pandemic, and now it's just waiting for us to be able to get full crowds again and being able to, get out in numbers again. Craylene says, I've seen Mariners training area. Buddy, it's nothing special. Big Boy has says 117, 109, 2 overtime win Sydney. Buddy, what's this? Buddy, Dallas Mavericks lost? What's going on here? What do you reckon? The Dallas Mavericks going to lose in this game? All right, so 6 minutes gone here. Now Mariners with the ball in an attacking area. It's crazy. Gee whiz. National Sports Lawyer says, when will flares ever come back? Well, Brisbane Roar actually have got some safe flares. I don't know what they're made of or what they are, but I wasn't there, obviously. But I've been told by a couple of guys in the den that they've got some, safe flares or whatever it is that are allowed. So flares will be allowed, but obviously with that, I don't think flares, normal flares, the ones that we saw before, would ever be allowed. But these safe flares, what are they called? They probably will be a genuine thing. Hazard says, who do you think will win? Oh, well, Sydney FC. If anyone thinks Mariners will win, they're a Mariners fan. And they're also a delusional Mariners fan. So Trisna says Sydney 4-0 full time. Buddy, gee whiz, 4-0. It's not outrageous. Like, honestly, any score for Sydney FC, any score above 1, any score above 1 for Sydney FC to nil will be a winner, probably. Big Boy says, knowing the Mavs, they probably will find a way to lose this A-League game. Exactly right. He's spot on. They could have pretty much everyone in. They'll still lose at the moment. They're on a pretty poor run lately. But that's going to be a goal kick here for the Mariners. The goal kick. I'm looking forward to the Chicago Bulls game tomorrow. Chicago Bulls going up against the Charlotte Hornets. Ooh, that could be a good stream. Good stream as the Chicago Bulls will be one win away, actually. If they win that one tomorrow, then they're only down by 1 on the Plaza. No, sorry, they would be... Well, yeah, they'd be 1 away from a 500 record. It'd be 7-8 if they won that. Malcolm says, Bulls getting better. Buddy, gee whiz, mate. You're on top of it. So throw in here for Sydney FC here from the left-hand side. Throw in for Sydney FC. I wonder what the A-League games are tomorrow. Obviously, I'll be doing both A-League games. I think Adelaide United versus Melbourne Victory is one of them. I'm not too sure the other one, but I will be doing both of them. But yeah, Bulls are definitely getting better, man. Looking forward to what's going on with them. But here we go for Mariners. No, Sydney FC will get this one away from the defense, and here they go. Jeez, they slip up again. I don't understand. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, look, I know it's only been 8 minutes, and granted, but I still would have expected more here from Sydney FC in this opening 10 minutes to show they are the clear dominant team here. This Mariners team is not great, so you need to make sure that people are aware that they aren't great, and you are the great team here. You should be a lot more dominant in this game so far. Considering the Mariners have the ball here, and they've actually been pushing forward reasonably well-ish. But, like, who's really their attackers? Like, they got Matt Simon, and I couldn't even genuinely name you whoever the other guy is who's up there, because I believe they play like a 4-4-2, don't they? Pattycat says, if Mariners win, my profile picture on social media will be Matt Simon. Oh, don't do that. It makes me sick. That makes me sick. Mariners here with the ball going to the left-hand side. Speaking of the devil, he's looking in here for a whip in. No, there we go. That goes over the sideline. No, it comes way for Sydney, actually. Malcolm says, knowing A-League Mariners could come out with a win. Exactly right. That's another thing, too, with the A-League. Obviously, the A-League is a very difficult league to predict. Even your best teams can definitely get snuck behind by one of your cheekies down the bottom every now and then. For example, the best team in the world ever, Brisbane Roar, nearly got snuck home by the Newcastle Jets the other day, huh? But Sydney FC here down the left-hand side, chance here for a goal. It's 2-on-2 if he whips it in. He's not going to whip it in, though, because he's a bloody bastard. And Sydney FC down the left-hand side again. This is poor. Oh, that was painful to watch. I'm in pain watching that. I am in pain with an emphasis on the P. That was terrible. That was absolutely shocking attack there by Sydney FC. Bilal Albani says, Vor 1. I have absolutely no idea what you said there, but you said something 1 and 2 goal. That's all I've understood there. VX Doorbell says the Roar are the greatest football team in the world apart from Arsenal. Arsenal are absolutely dog shit, mate. What are you talking about? So 10 minutes gone here. Sydney FC with the ball just outside the box. Chance for Sydney FC. Caceres. No, he's going to hit that. Oh! Buddy Ryan Grant has just gone and... No, sorry, Bratton. They had long hair, all right? Give me a break. From a distance, screen's a little bit blurry too, all right? Just shush, just a little bit of the hair, little bit of the hair dragging down to the back. I thought I saw, but that was Bratton and not not Ryan Grant. Aryan Mishita says away win for sure. You are absolutely an alcoholic, and you need to seek help, my friend. 0-0, and you're telling me that the Mariners are going to travel to Jubilee to take on Sydney FC, the team that's won 2 years in a row, and they're going to win. You are, buddy, an alcoholic, mate. My goodness me. VX Dollar says, watch Arsenal win the league. I think we all know who's winning the league at this point. Oh, yeah. And it's not a Liverpool. It's not a Liverpool, no. I like it. I like it, son. Arsenal. If Arsenal win the league, mate, I'll make you a moderator of this channel. You hear me? If Arsenal win the league, mate, I will make you a moderator of this channel. That is just not happening. That's going to be easy save there. Easy save there by Mariners. Pato Cat says, speaking of the best teams getting beaten by snaky team down the bottom, how about Liverpool? Yeah, I didn't even read your comment before I mentioned that, but a smile all over my face. I'm looking at that Liverpool one. Now we're just going to wait for United to lose for a shit-house team. But they can't lose themselves, so a different shit-house team. Mariners here with a chance. They're going to push forward. They got a chance. You have a shot yourself. Has a shot on target, but there we go. That's a positive for the Mariners. They got a shot on target. You'll take that all day, every damn well day. Patercat says, was that the derby and can confirm from a distance Bratton and Grant are identical. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Their hair. Look, I know that Bratton's hair is a little bit more normal-ish, but in the same sense, it's still long out the back, so it kind of does look like it kind of did look like Ryan Grant. Chance here for Mariners again. Oh, Matt Simon gets him out. That's a great ball from Simon. Oh my gosh. Oh, De Silva didn't get on top of it, unfortunately. Chance here for the Mariners again. No, it's going to be headed back to the keeper, and that was a really nice ball from Simon, but unfortunately Nisbet wasn't able to do anything with it, and De Silva gave up the ball as well. Polong says something I have no idea about. Pato Cat says City look terrible. They do. This is what I've been trying to tell everyone this season. Like, they haven't looked great. They weren't the greatest team against the Wanderers. They snuck one against the Mariners. They snuck one maybe against the Mariners, but they snuck one against the Phoenix. So I guess really I'm looking to them playing a decent team like a Melbourne. But then again, when they go up against a Melbourne City, you don't even dare say Adelaide United. Don't even utter the word. Don't even utter the name Adelaide United right now in those good team sections. But I feel like Sydney FC will stand up for those big games. But I feel like they're a little bit complacent right now, and I think that a lot of teams have caught up to them. And this game is proving it right now. Sydney could still win this game 600-0, like 600 with 100 at the end of it, not just 600-0. They could still easily win at 600-0. But I just think that a lot of teams have caught up to them in their game style and know what they're doing now. Aryan says Liverpool is totally dead. Title races for 2, United and Leicester City. Huh? United and Leicester City. Buddy, do you know that if City win their make-up game, they are top of the table right now, as in Manchester City? What the shit? How have you missed out on Manchester City? They've won like 6, 7, 8 games in a row. City FC with a whip in. Chance. Oh, it's on. Oh, save. That's an unbelievable save there by Birighitti. That's an unbelievable save there by Birighitti. And Ryan Grant, the Bratton lookalike, unfortunately, that's going to go for a corner. How the hell are you saying that it's only a 2-horse race between United and Leicester City when City currently, on their own merits, are top of the table? Huh? What the shit? Chance here again. No, but it will come out here for a goal kick. And also, Leicester will fall away. United will probably be there, but Leicester will fall away. I was just about to read your comment too there, Oscar, but you deleted it. Adelaide United vs Melbourne, victory, and United vs Perth. West United vs Perth. Okay, that's an interesting one. 3 games. Huh? What's going on there? Alfredo Bolivar says, who do you have today? Sydney FC, and I had them 3-1, but then I changed it to 3-0 before, just like 2 minutes into the game, because I thought, yeah, wait a second, Mariners don't have what it takes to score against them. I still don't think they have what it takes to score against them, but I definitely think that Sydney FC are lackluster right now, 15 minutes in, and they're not impressing me at all, like whatsoever at all. National Sports Low says the A-League draw this year is overwhelming. It's interesting, to say the least, but in the same sense, it's something that is just part of everyday reality nowadays. You have to deal with the fact that sport is all about traveling. It's all about moving from place to place and interacting with new people and different people, whether it be getting your food or going to the locker room and coaching staff. And you can't guarantee all coaching staff are necessarily inside doing the right thing all the time. Look at what's happening with basketball, for example. A lot of basketballers are coming down with it. It's just a part of everyday life now where you're going to see postponements. You're going to see the league being messed around. Because not everyone does the right thing. Just simply not everyone does the right thing. You go and have a look at the baseball last year, man, and the Cubbies. We didn't have, I don't even know if we had a single, Cubbies is in Chicago Cubs, I don't believe we had a single case throughout the whole year. I could be proven wrong, well, any one of our starters anyway, because we did the right thing. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but a lot of the guys did the right thing. But then you get a lot of other teams that just weren't simply doing the right thing. Now, I'm not saying this in regards to... I'm not saying this in regards to the players necessarily right now, because in Australia we're doing pretty well. But it also comes down to the fact of the border closures, that it's going to happen willy-nilly because state premiers are just dickheads at this point. So, there's a wild range of factors that come into it. NBA Bay Boy says American has first time watching soccer. Well, we were just talking about NBA as you were saying that. American here, first time watching soccer. I got $500 on Central Coast to win. Wow. What are my chances, mates? Firstly, love the mates. Secondly, not a good chance. Why'd you bet on the Mariners, bros? Betting on the Mariners is like betting on the bloody, betting on the Mariners is like betting on the New York Giants right now to beat the, who was the champions last year? Kansas City Chiefs. Maybe not. I'd say maybe the Los Angeles Rams I'd use as a good example of Sydney FC right now. I'd say the Los Angeles Rams are a relatively good example of what I would classify Sydney FC. They were really good, and they're kind of being caught by a lot of the league now. But Mariners are jet set like the New York Giants of the league, mate. Satrusna says, but appreciate you, man. But about Satrusna, please time out Satrusna unless there is actually a goal. Lord Zachary says, any capacity at Cogra because Dragons are playing the Sharks soon in March. Yeah, there's heaps of people there. I think it's only like a 50% capacity, but still. VX Doorbell says up the Giants. Get around Saquon Barkley, bit of Saquon Barkley action. The Knicks had a really good win today against the Warriors. They had a really good win against the Warriors today. The old Knickerbockers. Can't wait for the Bulls tomorrow, though. National Sports Lawyer says, don't spoil the score in the chat. Well, no, I think Satrusna's lying. So can a moderator, whenever someone lies like that and talks shit about a goal, they time them out. Renault Alexandro Ciparati says, who will win half-time? If it's not Sydney FC, it's a draw. Put it that way. But Sydney FC should have it here. Chance scripts it in. Chance in! No, that's going to be Savarino. The Gunner says, if Gold Coast United come back to the league, will you support them? No, I'll always be a Brisbane Roar fan, but I do think, and this is something I want to bring up at halftime. So actually, you know what? I'm going to hold this for now. Ask me that question at halftime, and I'm going to give you a pretty good explanation of where I think Gold Coast should be based and my thoughts about that team if they were to come back into the league. Because there is still a lot of expansion talks going on right now with other teams and second divisions and all that type of shit. Like, genuinely, the league's talking about it. So ask me that question at halftime. NBA Bayboy says Central Coast goal would make this American happy. You know, look, I guess it'll make a lot of people happy because not many people like Sydney FC because they've won 2 years in a row. But in the same sense, you know, I hope you're wrong. I hope you're right, to be honest, man. I hope you win, man. I hope you win the bigger BKRmys. But I can't see it. But I can't see it. Even if the Mariners went up 1-0, I couldn't see it still. But it's going to be a free kick here to Central Coast Mariners just outside the box. Guys, don't forget, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already and subscribe if you're new around here. Oscar Burke says Auckland all day. No, mate. No, it's not happening. No. Pater Cat says, I just want to laugh at Sydney. Even though it'd be relatively good to keep, I guess, New Zealanders interested in a rivalry, there's not really enough Kiwi supporter football for it to be warranted. VX Doorbell says, I hate both these teams, but I want Central Coast Mariners to win. I have a feeling they won't. You have a feeling they won't? I have a feeling. I have a really good feeling, and it's called the Mariners are shithouse. And Mariners here. Oh, wow, why didn't he catch that? I thought he had that covered, but he instead punches it away. Instead, he punches that one away. Braith Liam says, kind of hoping for a draw. I'm kind of hoping they both lose. Lord Zachary says, I hope I'm not the only one heading to the lonely one heading to the game in March with no crowd. Mate, I'll be there, mate. Oh, March? Oh, no. I'm not doing bloody trial games. No, shit, bullshit. No, bullshit, mate. I ain't doing no trial game bullshit. Brisbane Raw Pro says, Mohamed Toure. He's the man. He's actually, you know those guys that were commenting on the stream the other night? They're actually really good friends of Mohamed Toure. That's why they were having a laugh. They messaged me on Instagram. One of them messaged me on Instagram. Mohamed. I think it was Mohamed who messaged me on Instagram. Not Mohamed Toure, but his mate Mohamed. They were actually good friends of him. They go to the same schools and stuff like that. So that was pretty funny. All right, chance here. Chance here, Sydney FC. Saved by the keeper. Braith Liam says, well, that too, but that's not possible. Only if you believe it's not possible, mate. If you believe, it'll happen, all right? But it's very difficult to believe that both teams can lose. However, you know, how about both teams get done for salary cap breaches, they both lose points, then technically they lost all their games this year, which means they both lost this game. Huh? How about that? See, you got to think outside the box, my friend. You got to think outside the box. You know, don't worry, mate. I'm here all the time. You know, I'll help you out. NBA Bayboy says, let me help all of you guys out. If you like money, please bet Salford City tomorrow should be minus 400 and it's plus 103 England League 2. He's helping the lads out. He's helping them out. Sydney FC here with a chance. Whips it in. No, that will be a corner. Corner here. Sydney FC. Hoo. Oscar Burke, brother, no. Big Boy, they're definitely down the line. They're well behind putting in a Canberra team, a Tasmania team, a Gold Coast team, and Wollongong. They're well behind those 4 teams in regards to priority. All right, so 21 and a half minutes, and it's because you're biased, because you're a Kiwi, I get it, but no. All right, so 21 and a half minutes gone here, and Sydney FC here with a corner. They whip it in. Oh, good clearance away there by the Mariners defense. Lord Zachary says, no sign of Jas on stream. I had a significantly feeling that he must be at the game. Well, he's a Sydney FC fan, and this is a Sydney FC home game, so I would assume as much. I would assume as much. I haven't been seeing him doing as many streams lately, though. You never answered my question. What's been the go? He hasn't been doing it. Like, he used to do a heap. I usually, whenever I'd finish mine, I'd go and chill out with him. But he stopped doing him. I know he's there sometimes, but not all the time like he used to be. But that's going to be Sydney FC here with the ball down in the back. The Gunner says, do you think MacArthur and Wollongong would be a good rivalry? I think that MacArthur shouldn't have been a team and Wollongong should have been a team, but that is just common knowledge in reality. A lot of people think about it like that. Majority of people think like that. It should have been Wollongong, not MacArthur, because Wollongong have a strong supporter base as it is. You know, they've already got a relative sporting area there. I wouldn't really class Campbelltown area, Southwest Sydney, as a real, you know, sport hotspot, and neither Wollongong, but Wollongong is at least a little bit more fresh and a lot further outside of Sydney. I think that was a much better option, but we're not going to go into that again. We get asked this question a lot. The beauty with streams, or the lack of beauty with streams, is that obviously people come in and out, so I get asked my opinion about what I think the score will be in the game, or I get asked my opinion on who's going to win the league and who's going to come second and who's going to come last in the league, literally every 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm going to try and hold myself off from replying to every single one of those. If I just ignore the ones I've already said a billion times, it'll be right. Pater Cat says, also just said on Wednesday that he hasn't been motivated to stream other than watch along. Yeah, fair enough, you know. Yeah, I understand what he's talking about there. North Queensland team over the Gold Coast, absolutely not. No way. If we're talking Coolangatta, that's different. I'll talk about this at halftime. Brisbane Raw Post says, no, Jar still streams. It doesn't continue on. Oscar Berg, Wollongong is tiny. And? What? Buddy, gee whiz, you're one of the most biased Kiwis I've had on the channel. We have a lot of All Black fans on the channel and a lot of Kiwis, but a lot of them, like, at least, when they're told they're wrong, they just like, okay. But, like, dude, no. Wellington is... It's great we have a New Zealand team, but you are well and truly down the priority line when it comes to bringing an Auckland team. Well and truly down. I'd be thinking a plethora of teams before we start thinking about Auckland. Plethora. VX Doorbell says you should put your score prediction in the top corner. Yeah, but then people get confused. Trust me, man. People would get confused. We get people confused about, they ask me what the score is, and I'm like, man, like, it's right here, mate. Mate, you see this? The big 2 zeros there? That is the score of the game we are currently watching. But, it is what it is. And then we get people who... That's why I took out the no... Oh, no, the no game footage thing is still actually here. Oh, true. I used to take that out because people wouldn't understand. But 25 minutes in here, Stefan Negro gave us away... Gets the free kick here. Sorry, not gives away. He gets the free kick here. Brisbane Royal Posters wins Clip Channel starting again from the 1st of February. JHJ says, hi, I'm Korean. Oh, good on you, champion. Welcome all the way there in Korea. Mariners here with a chance. Good chance. Oh, goal. No, that's going to go side. I thought that was going to be on target. If that was on target, I think he scores a goal there. The Sydney keeper was going the wrong way. It was going out to the right-hand side, and I thought that was going to be a goal, but it will not be a goal. I think he's offside anyway. He's offside regardless. What a douche. What's he doing? Patercat says, Western Sydney Wanderers started streaming on Twitch. As in their games, or what? Obviously, the NBL, you got on Twitch, which is good. National Sports Load says, what teams do you want out of the A-League? I think if we were... look, you can't now, but in reality, I think Western United and Macarthur were... Oh, no, Western United are the right choice because it's a very big area coming up financially, population-wise, in Victoria. There's been a lot of infrastructure financially being put into that area. So it makes a lot of sense in regards to Western United. Macarthur, though, it should have been Wollongong. It should have been Canberra, in reality. It should have been Canberra. But, I'm sorry, Macarthur fans, but it's the truth. Renault says, please give us your prediction at halftime. I'll go Sydney FC 1-0, but in reality, it's not going to be. Oscar Berg says, nah, just Western United and Macarthur have to be one of the most stupid expansion teams that Aussie football shows. Wrong, Western United, right, Macarthur. Wrong, Western United, right, Macarthur. Western United, I'm telling you right now, there is no way you would take that out or not have had a team there. With such a large population coming in that area, there's a large influx of movement infrastructure-wise, and it's a red-hot place for people to be moving to, so they're going to get a large support there and decent financials. The Gunner says Wellington for me. You get rid of Wellington? No way. No, you got to have no way would you get rid of Wellington. No way. But here we go. Matt Simon here with a chance. He's in the box. Saturday Ghost Mariners here with the chance. He's outside the box. He's going to whip it in. Whip it in. No, he's not going to whip it in. Oh, look at this trickery, son. If William Mariners throw in here, there's no way you get rid of Wellington. If you get rid of a team, I would ideally get rid of Macarthur. Sorry, Macarthur fans. Nothing against you. Just think you were the wrong choice. And also hate your cowbells. Your cowbells suck. You suck. Take your cowbells away, and then maybe you might not suck. But for now, until you get rid of your cowbells, you suck. And National Sports Load says, when should we add another Sydney team in the A-League? Oh, man, stop it. We're not adding another Sydney team in. Gee whiz. Hopefully we're never adding another Sydney team in. And Wollongong, even though it kind of is Sydney, it's not really Sydney. Hopefully never. Peter Cat says, Vedran, Janjanovic, Muller, Wilmering, and Carluccio were playing Fortnite on stream, but Vedran said he might stream his reactions to game whilst he's injured. Oh, there you go. Good on him. Hopefully we can get a buddy, a bit of a collab going there. The Gardener says Matt Simon is okay. Okay, I'm not reading that comment out, son. Sometimes the things I read on this channel, guys, they are not my thoughts. But Matt Simon's a pig. VX Doorbell says cowbells aren't a substitute for an atmosphere. There's a problem when people prefer the vuvuzelas of South Africa to the cowbells of Western Sydney. That's a problem. When people enjoy listening to the vuvuzelas of South Africa to the cowbells of Sydney. Coro says goalless at halftime. It's looking likely, mate. 29 minutes in here. And Mariners here with the ball. But it's been a real dead game, man. It's really bland. Like, straight up, really, really bland here. I couldn't tell you a winner. I'd actually, for the American guy out there who is watching the stream, I would absolutely love you to win this bet right now at the Mariners because I think the Mariners have been the better team here. I dead set think the Mariners have been the better team, and I haven't said that much this year. I haven't said that much this year. Let me know in the chat if you guys disagree with me. I think the Mariners have been the better team here over Sydney because Sydney looked tripe. Daniel Ong says Singapore. Get around the man from Singapore. Oh, Mariners. Oh, chance. Oh, goes over the top. Jeez, I thought there was a chance there. Top corner. Ba, 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 ba. There you go. Paddycat says Vedran has the same views on the Cowbells as you. No. Vedran has the same views of the Cowbells as everyone. Not just me. As everyone. All right? It's not just a me here. Not just a Blazy. It's about everyone, mate. It's about everyone. Timeout Ronaldo, please, for saying 1-0. Oh, Chancey's in the FC! Unless he's right, actually. He might be right. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, my goodness me. How do you not score that there, Barbarouses, mate? That is an absolutely shocking shot, my dude. I think he was just onside. He whips it across. Obviously, that was a nice block there from Ruin Tonjik. And then how does he not get that on target there for Sydney FC? Costa Barbarouses, what are you doing, sis? What are you doing, sis? Paddycat says, Mariners have been way better. Man, it's true. It's true. Did you see my comment on Jar's video, by the way, saying, what are you talking about? Sydney FC were better. As a Brisbane Roar fan, I couldn't care less who was better in that game, and I can tell you right now, I thought the Wanderers were better. Not that you guys were great, but I personally believe that was one of your better games this season. You know what? I'm gonna say right now, I think that was your best game this season. I know you only drew 1-1, but I think that was your better game this season over, obviously, MacArthur, even over the Jets game, which I thought the Jets at least deserved a point in. And were pretty decent in as well. Not as dominant as they were against the Raw, but I still think the Jets played well then. I don't think the Wanderers played that great. I genuinely believe that 1-1 draw with Sydney FC that you guys probably should have won, in my opinion, was probably your best game so far this season. National Sports Load says Sydney FC playing like the 2016-17 Wanderers. I cannot remember what they were like. Oscar versus Bazanic going in. Gunner says, Costa, you snake. Oh, buddy, gee whiz. He's not happy with the old Costa Barbarouses. But yeah, Bazanic goes and tackles Ninkovic down there and says, you better not get up, son, because I'm not happy with you. Oh, Barbarouses, how are you missing that, son? It's painful. It's painful. It's actually painful seeing him miss that. Don't forget, guys, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. We just hit 8,100, so we keep on moving, son. Keep on moving. Patercat says, Sydney FC surprised that the refs aren't helping them. CK Vibe says, Ninkovic spends more time on the floor than on his feet. Fair enough. Fair enough. Is that right? I don't know. So, 14 minutes left here. Sydney FC now of the first half. Sydney FC with the ball. They're going to boot it back. VX Doorbell says, what do you think of the Raw signing goal? I think it's really good. I think it's, I think the signing is actually going to work well for us considering we need an attacker. We need some freshness in the attack. That's been our problem. That will be our problem still. But we needed the depth and we needed an extra attacker to the piece, and that's who we can get right now. Chancey! Oh, it's a brilliant ball. Oh my gosh, that should have been a goal there for Sydney FC, but it will not be a goal for Sydney FC. Should have been a goal for Sydney FC, but it will not be. No, I just think that it doesn't matter who Raw signed, no matter what, up front, it was better than what we currently got, in my opinion. But then again, Wenzel Halls had a really good game the other day. Well, I'd say 75% good game, and still made a couple of mistakes, but 75% good game, which I was impressed with. Pattycat says, if Gogol can be as good as he was in Czech Republic for you, he's a great signing. I was going to ask you to repeat that comment that you said in the group chat before, which is good, so thanks. But 13 minutes to go here. So, yeah, everyone keeps talking about the fact that he wasn't great at Wanderers, but he was, you're going to have a look at his results in the Czech Republic. And if you go and have a look at any European league, don't even try and tell me the A-League is more skilled than any. I don't give a shit if it's Slovakia. I can tell you right now their players are more skilled than what A-League does on consistency. That's going to be a throw in here, down the back. National Sports Load says 2016-17 Wanderers were basically their players missing open goals, especially against small teams at home. That was an unbelievable pass, though, by the way. Wow, I can't believe you don't score that. Fair enough. VX Doorbell says Dylan Wenzel Halls always seems to either have a good game or is completely shocking. Yeah, I agree. No, well, you know what? I think I would give him a good game rating. I'd give him a definitely good game rating. Obviously, he scored a goal, and the goal was to win the game, so I'll take that. But there was in the first half a couple of moments where we could have easily had an open goal, basically a one-on-one with the keeper. But unfortunately, he didn't pass the ball, which is something that I feel like he needs to work on in regards to knowing that, yes, you're the striker. Yes, you're our target guy. Yes, you're the guy that was going to be scoring the goals. But if there is a better opportunity and you can pass it, then you should pass it, not just, take it. And a lot of strikers have this problem. It's not just him. It's a lot of attackers in general. Peter Cat says, I love Gol. He could have been good for Western Sydney Wanderers if injuries didn't ruin him. Mate, he's a raw player now. Don't you try and steal him. He's out, son. He's out. He's out now. Sydney FC here with the chance. They're going to move down the right-hand side here. 2-on-3, though. I don't know about this. He needs a miracle, and the miracle will not come, but it will be a corner. Oh, it will be a corner. No, it'll be a free kick. What was that? He didn't even touch the ball. Are you bloody drunk? No, it's not a corner. It's a free kick, buddy. Are you drunk, commentator? The gunner says, when did you start following the A-League? 2010-11, but I wasn't really heavy into it. I went to the grand final. I went to all 3 Brisbane Royal grand finals. I wasn't really heavily into it until probably... Because obviously I grew up with Premier League, right? So, growing up with Premier League, you don't really accustomize yourself to this league too easily. You kind of need to get into the A-League before you get into Premier League. Otherwise, you don't think too highly of it. But now that I'm older, I can respect it and appreciate it for what it is. But coming from a Premier League background, growing up as a young lad, getting around a team that was shit but would still absolutely annihilate any of these teams. Like Danny Tiato would absolutely crack the bones of every single player on the field right now. Danny Tiato was a machine. Joey Barton in his days with City as well. I tell you what, he would slaughter every single one of these players on the field, and then he'd be also having a coffee and a smoke at the same time and pretending to speak in a French accent. I tell you what. And here we go, Sydney. Oh, on target. On target, but it will be saved. So yeah, I love the A-League now because I respect it and appreciate it. When I was a bit younger, I definitely laughed at it a lot more than I probably should have, because I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I wanted to watch the best because I grew up watching the best in the sense of watching, your prime United and your prime Liverpool in 2005 and, the days of Didier Drogba at Chelsea and stuff like that. So, that's why it was difficult for me originally to get into the league. But in the same sense, like I said, it just comes down to respecting and appreciating what you've got on offer. And once you do, it's actually quite enjoyable. I love the A-League now. I actually genuinely look forward to every game. This is usually an NRL, AFL, now NBA baseball. But this has always been like an NRL and AFL centralised channel. But now the A-League has been a massive part of the channel. And I'm actually genuinely looking forward to every single game. So yeah. Pater Cat says, Tiato played in the A-League as well. Did he really? But he would have been, well, when was that? That would have been after he left us. When did he leave us? Like 2005, 2006? Midway through? When did he leave us? Jeez, it's gone back now. It's like 15 years ago, 16 years ago. VX Doorbell says, the first Raw game I ever went to was the Central Coast Mariners versus Raw Grand Final. And it's safe to say I've never seen a better atmosphere to game in my life. Yeah, that was awesome. National Sports Load says, what will happen if the A-League was in England and the EPL was in Australia? What are you talking about? I have absolutely no idea what you're referring to with that comment, and I think you should rethink your comment. Because that makes no sense. Like, what are you trying to say? Like, what? Okay, so the A-League goes to England, the Premier League comes to Australia, the Premier League becomes the A-League, and the A-League becomes the Premier League. Like, what's the point of that comment? Sorry, man. I'm sorry, but it's just quite a funny comment. So 37 minutes in here, still 0-0. Mariners with the ball, though, and genuinely believe, they were better at the start, but Sydney FC have definitely come back more into it. Mariners now with the ball, though, with a chance. Just I'm saying this. Mariners inside the box to Silva. We'll get a corner. No, he won't. He'll still have the ball, though. Oh, that's close to a penalty. No, it won't be. Grant will get that ball, and he will kick it away. Peter Cat says, if A-League was as bad as everyone tries to say it is, then why is it always A-League players playing in the World Cup? What? Huh? Why is there always A-League players playing in the World Cup? What do you mean? What do you mean? Because I can guarantee there's a lot more Premier League players playing than the A-League. There's a lot more, Ligue 1, in France playing. La Liga. Bundesliga, the whole Germany team is like Bundesliga. Alrighty, so here we go. Sydney FC with a chance here. They're going forward now. Unless that was a sarcastic comment. That could be a sarcastic comment. Oh, chance here! Whoa! Chimama. He's just hit the bloody space station with that shot there, Ninkovic. Oscar Burke says, just support your local league, full stop. Support it, yes, but you don't need to not follow other leagues just because you're supporting your own league, basically. You know, just because you're following the A-League doesn't mean you can't not follow the Premier League or not follow the MLS or not follow, the Eredivisie in the Netherlands. It just depends on what type of league actually you enjoy more. In reality, obviously, always have that core support for your local leagues. Hold on, Sydney FC with the corner. No, they whap it away there. They whap it away, not whack it, whap it. And Sydney FC still with the ball. I'll keep this conversation in 2 seconds. Sydney FC here. Caceres. No, good defense there. Great defense there by Mariners, actually. Great defense by Matt. Was that Matt Simon? Wow. Always support your local league to support the growth of your own national side and your own country. But you don't feel like you have to not support, and people saying like, Premier League wanker, or what do they call them? I don't know what they call them. Oh, chance here. Sydney FC. Great defense by Tongi. Tongik's been very good for the Mariners today, actually. Tonga has been very good for the Mariners today. Pattycat says, I'm saying people saying A-League is bad is just wrong. I wouldn't say it's bad, no. I'd say you need to respect it and understand it for what it is because it's not that quality. And then once you understand it, you'll enjoy it. But in regards to other leagues, I would definitely say that it's not great. But it is improving in my personal opinion. But then again, we saw a 5-3 the other day between Adelaide and... Oh! Caceres nearly put that one in the back of the net, but it will not be. It will be a 0-0 here. 40 minutes gone. Gee whiz. Gee whiz, mate. Gee whiz. That goes skimming right past on the right-hand side. Guys, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new around here. AJ Ellis says, why do some football leagues around the world have final series and some football leagues around the world do not? Because England has about 1 billion different competitions. They've got FA Cup, which is knockout. They've got the League Cup, which is knockout. There is the Champions League that is, a different style tournament with a group stage and then knockout. The Premier League, it doesn't need to have a knockout. It is what it is, man. Like, it's the best team in England. It's the best team in the league. You don't need to have a definition of a final, of a one-gamer, because finals don't necessarily represent a season. Look at the Panthers, for example, in the NRL. The Panthers were the best team all year. They'd won 18 games in a row, 17 games in a row. They get to the grand final and they're down 24-0 in the first 10 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever it was. You know what I mean? So, and that's the game. But, overall, you'd say the Panthers were the best team in the competition last year in the NRL. So the point of the matter is that finals don't necessarily represent who's the best team in the competition because sometimes one game can be so different to another. You could play a grand final one day and it will be a 3-0 victory for Man City versus United. Another day it could be a 1-1er. Another day it could be a 2-1 victory to United, which wouldn't happen. But I'm just using it as an example. Finals don't necessarily need to be something that dictates how a league is defined. Australians need it because that's how our sport is like. It's going to be a free kick in the Mariners. Australians need it because that's how our sport is like. Rugby League has finals. AFL has finals. Australians have an obsession with having that one, final stand where they can go and have an occasion. And that's what the FA Cup final is like in the England. And that's what the Champions League, knockout rounds are like. FA Cup final is special for this reason. This is why people still like the FA Cup. Turner Fred says, hey man, have any of your clips been uploaded to the second channel yet? No, 1st of February, mate. 1st of February is when they come up. They're still going on the channel until 1st of February. So 42 minutes gone here, Mariners with the ball. Clip that, please, AJ. And also clip the previous one about the leagues around the world and A-League quality. So 42.5 minutes gone here. Mariners over the top. Heads it inside. Chance here. Chance here still. Oh, bicycle, but it's on target, but is saved. Bicycle on target, but it is saved. Lockie Gal says there's usually 2 to 4 goals in each game. Desmond Tan says one game don't mean anything. Oh, what do you say? What's this conversation happening? Maybe A-League needs to implement rules to help teams to score. Goals make the teams more exciting and attract more crowds. Well, yes, in this country, not necessarily all countries. It depends on how the game's played. This game's been pretty average, pretty shithouse, I'm not going to lie to you. But overall, not necessarily. But we saw a 5-3 the other day between Adelaide and Perth. We saw a 3-1 between Brisbane Roar and Melbourne Victory. We saw a 2-1 between the Wanderers and MacArthur. Wanderers and Jets, which was good. Brisbane Roar 2-1 was pretty decent. You know, there's still goals. It's just, I guess you're coming into a game that has been pretty shithouse in comparison. So FC here with the ball. I think he's offside. He's offside. Yeah, flag comes up now. I tell you what, flags this year have been coming up really late. Like, really, really late. Like, they've been coming up like it's like in the NBA. They've been waiting for the play to either miss or not get it, and then they give the penalty foul. VX Doorbell says, what do you think of a cup that used clubs from the NPL that ran throughout the season like the FA Cup? Well, the FFA Cup is what that was called, and now it's called the Australia Cup. It's great. That's awesome. That's what we love to see. However, there's a distinct difference in talent in Australia that isn't the same in England. In England, you can genuinely see an AFC Wimbledon go and take down a Leeds United. We saw it the other day, actually, with an National Power League. What is it? Is it National Power League anymore? No. Well, Division 2. It was League 2, sorry. League 2 is the 4th division in England. They beat Leeds in the Premier League. That's the beauty of the FA Cup. That's why it's called the magic of the cup. Look at Wigan, for example, when they beat Manchester City in 2013. Shut up! Don't talk to me about it, but I brought it up. But, you know, that's why it's great. But the NPL, look, Chancey City FC is still inside, and that's going to be saved straight by the keeper. Easy days. What was I saying? Vincent says, how are you going to vlog in games? Bro, I'm not back from Fiji until next Wednesday, mate, so I can't do any vlogs just yet. That's why I haven't done any vlogs since February of last year. The last vlog I think I did was actually Adelaide United versus Western Sydney Wanderers, the 5-3er. Jeez, Adelaide United love to be involved in 5-3s. And they lost that one 5-3 too, actually. I think the Wanderers won that one 5-3. Pater Cat says they come up late for VAR. Fair enough. KJT Plays says, what are you watching the game on? I'm not in Australia. I'm in Fiji, so I can watch it for free on MyFootball on YouTube. It's a YouTube channel, MyFootball. AJ Ellis says, that's the new rules. They let the play go on to see how the play goes. If the keeper gets it, then it's play on and they won't stop play. Oh, well. It's okay, I guess. I understand it, but I don't think it's right. Pater Cat says, remember when Lincoln City beat Burnley in 2017 when they were non-league? Bradford made the final the other year. Or that could have been a while back now. But Bradford City, I think they're in League One now, aren't they? Lower league? What, League One? Bradford City, they played Arsenal. Weren't they up like 2-0 against? Oh, no, that was Hull City. Bradford, they lost to Liverpool like 5-0 in the final, I think it was. But they think that was the League Cup, not FA Cup. So not too long here to go until half-time here, guys. Just waiting here for the whistle to be blown, basically. The goal kick is just going to make it a 0-0 here at half-time. And here we go. Come on. I'm actually hoping this is a 0-0. I'm dead set hoping this is a 0-0. I want Mariners to get a result here. Or a sneaky goal. I want it to happen. And that will be half-time here, guys. That will be half-time. So the score is 0-0. It was a bit of a bland one. I just realised my screen has been very high. I'm going to move that down a little bit. It has been a bit of a bland one, but in the same sense, you know, I'm still enjoying it. It is what it is. I think the Mariners have been actually overall maybe the better team. But then again, Sydney FC have had a couple of chances, you know. Sydney FC have had a couple of opportunities which they would be disappointed they didn't score with. Obviously, that Costa Barbarouses one should have been in the back of the net. Or just should have been on target for one. Just for starters, should have been on target. You know, outside of that, you go and have a look at a couple of the other chances, and look, they probably should have scored, but they didn't. But I think Mariners overall probably controlled possession a little bit better. I think that the Mariners didn't probably have as much possession as Sydney FC. I'm going to have a look at some of these stats, actually. I don't think the Mariners had as good possession of the game, but as in regards to like the overall total possession. But they only had 3% less. I think they were just genuinely better with the ball. Yes, obviously Sydney FC have 8 shots, 3 on target and 4 off target, and Mariners have 5 shots, 2 on target, but 3 on target, 3 off target. But I think the Mariners have been doing relatively well here. They've only had 19 less passes. They've had a lot more long balls there. They're really lofting the ball down. They're playing like a bit of a Stoke City right now, really. Take-ons, fouls, yellow cards, 2-1. You know, I genuinely like how Mariners have played in this game. I haven't been too highly supporting this Mariners outfit this year because I do think they're pretty shit house. But in the same sense, you know, I'm definitely happy to see them doing well in this game. But let me know what your thoughts are at halftime, guys, in the chat. But don't forget, if you are new around here, I'm giving you time right now. Go down there, hit that red button, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get a notification when we put up clips and videos and stuff like that. And also smack the thumbs up button. Large Ship says Bradford lost to Swansea in that final 5-2. Oh, there you go. No, they made it though, you know what I mean? Peter Cat says, didn't Wigan beat... Shut up. You shut up about Will Grigg, buddy. Will Grigg, you know. I love how people still talk up Will Grigg as if he's like some special player, like even though he went to Sunderland and did absolutely shithouse and has done nothing for Sunderland ever since going to Sunderland. That was the stupidest thing. If you guys have watched Sunderland Till I Die on YouTube, a dead set tell you that was the stupidest signing that they've ever done in their life. That was because of panic. That was genuinely because of panic. Here we go, guys. I told you it'll come. I told you they would come. Every single game, without a doubt, we have someone complain that the league is rigged. That is a robbery. You know, the league, it is rigged. There is mafia bosses taking control of it. Brawler guy says A-League is cheat. Is cheat. What the F? These guys can't score. This game is 0-0 easy. Yeah, but that's the A-League, bros. Like, I don't get why people... I don't get it. Like, this is the A-League. This is what you get in this sport. You know... This is what we expect. I'm an Australian. I watch every single game, right? Like, I watch literally, and you guys can't deny it because I'm here streaming every single game. You know, so I know what I'm talking about. And this is just a general A-League game that doesn't surprise me whatsoever. If Sydney win, they win. If Sydney lose, they lose. If Sydney draw, they draw. It's just how it goes, man. That's why betting on this league is shit house. I wouldn't advise anyone to bet on this league whatsoever because all the teams lack the quality to have the clear definition above the rest, like in Manchester City. And even though you do get your losses here and there over in the Premier League, the point of the matter is that, you know, look at Liverpool, for example. They're getting a few little bigger losses against the little teams than normal, like your Aston Villas and your Burnleys. But the point of the matter is that the quality is defined there, so you can see the teams at the top always winning against the teams at the bottom. But in the A-League, it's not like that. You know, the talent is so similar. And that's why salary cap, getting rid of it, is not the right way to go. It's not the right way to go. Because otherwise you will see that polar opposite wage gap in players, salary cap with people, well, not salary cap, sorry, ability of players, because the City Football Group will just go boof with their money into that City Football, into Melbourne City. BMK says Perth 5-3, though, that's 8 goals. Yeah, but that's because, one, I still have my doubts about Perth. I do. I still have my doubts about Perth. I got the idea from Jackson. I might do it. I might not. I don't know. You know, I do enough streams that I give my opinion away as it is. But I do kind of want to do a series where it's like my what's it called, power rankings and shit. Because I do watch it enough, and I do want to put it out. But I'm considering it because I know that he puts his effort into that. But, you know, I think the Perth aren't as good as we've obviously seen. I think they scored quite a few goals, but in the same sense, they gave it up quite late too. I think that was just a bit of a shit game, to be honest with you. Just a bit of a shit game. NBA boys still got $500 on Central Coast, even though 538 even though 538 had Sydney as a 67% fave. Yeah, well, Sydney are, buddy, 80% fave, you know what I mean? Like, they're a big-time favourite in this game. Like, I would have told you they're like an 85 to 90% chance to win this game from before the game started. 3 likes away from 60, guys. Let's get to, you know what, let's try and get to 65 likes before the end of half-time. So from 57 likes right now, let's try and get to 65 likes before the end of half-time. NBA boy says, American here never watch soccer. Well, guess what? This is the channel for you, son, because we're here every single game. We also do some bloody NBA, actually. We've got the Chicago Bulls. My Bulls, baby. Ooh, the Bulls going up against the Sacramento Kings. The Charlotte Hornets tomorrow. It should be a good game. Lockie Gal says, Ryan Grant has a huge future in the game. Jacob Monty says, what happened to Adelaide 5-3? What do you mean, what happened to Adelaide 5-3? I streamed it. DJ Macca says, enjoy 0-0 games, mate. This is being pretty shithouse, but in the same sense, I enjoy this because I talk to you guys. You know, like I talk to you guys in the chat. Like I don't really care who wins this game. To be honest with you, Brisbane are all winning it all this year. We all know it. You know, it's just a fact at this point. It's just a fact, and if you deny it, well, then you're wrong, mate. You're wrong. You hear me? You're wrong. But you know, I just enjoy it because I love streaming and shit. But this 0-0 is pretty average, to be honest with you. NBA Bayboy says, I guessed that from Bayboy. But he says, I'm in Oakland, go Warriors. Good on you, champion. Get around the Warriors and the Athletics. I actually, you know, the Athletics are like my American League team. I don't mind the old Athletics. I'm a Cubbies fan, so looking forward to I'm kind of looking forward to and not looking forward to. I think we'll still win our division, but we'll not be great this year. But the Athletics, you know, I want them to do well, man. I really do. I want them to get their win. I want them to do something, but I think they're trading Simeon, aren't they? I'm not too sure. Oscar Burke says, Adam Peacock has to be one of the most boring commentators in the A-League. Well, guess what? That's why you're here, aren't you? That's why you're here listening to my stream and my commentary. How about that one? See, now we're talking. DJ Macca says, yeah, brother legend, Brisbane all the way. Good on you, Shannon. Let's go to the Raw. Braith Leatham says, lol, I have A-League on mute on my computer, big bash on the TV, and I've come here to everyone bagging it. Haven't seen any of it. It's not great, mate. It's not necessarily a great. It was 0-0, man. Like, look, I don't mind Premier League 0-0s because they're very tactical 0-0s. A-League 0-0s are usually 0-0 because it's a shit house. MLS 0-0s are usually really boring 0-0s. They're like, MLS 0-0s are dead set. No. Italian Serie A, buddy, whatever you want to call it right now. All right? That is the most boring 0-0 you'll ever get. You know, Bundesliga is still relatively attacking when there's a 0-0. La Liga, I don't mind because it's a little bit spicy from time to time, but it still is a bit of a slog. Premier League is structurally decent most of the time, unless you've got Stoke City, who are the most dead team you'll ever see in your life, but you haven't seen them for a while, to be honest with you. They've been in the championship for ages, like 8 years or something now. I think it is 7 or 8 years, 6 years now. Jeez, I can't remember when they went down. But the Italian Serie A, don't ever watch that league if you don't like 0-0s, because they love a defense. Segunda. Segunda's not great, mate. Segunda's not great. NBA Bayboy says, San Francisco Giants fan was at the playoff game 5 years ago when Cubs came back from down 4 runs in the ninth. Hoo. Yeah, well, the Giants had a good run. They had 3 World Series in 6 years, didn't they? 3, yeah, because I vlogged a Giants game. I was at the Giants versus Arizona Diamondbacks on my way back from Chicago in 2019, I think it was now. Jeez, yeah, I think so. I can't remember what year it is, to be honest with you. But no, I love that stadium. It's one of my favorite stadiums in the world. Giant Stadium there in San Francisco. AJ Ellis says, I thought you loved the Astros and the American. You shut your... If anyone's an Astros fan here, please turn off the channel, unsubscribe, and leave me alone. I hate the Astros. I hate the Astros. If anyone goes to the Astros here, get off my channel. You and the Man United fans here can suck one. Braith Leatham says, Serie A is the best league at the moment. If someone is new to this channel and doesn't know why I just said that, they're going to be like, oh, he's a rude man. This BKR Sport man is rude. But no, I just hate United fans, and I also hate Houston Astros. I don't hate the fans of Houston. I don't hate the fans because they don't deserve it. That was the team that did that, but... the organisation and also the Major League Baseball commissioner who allowed them to get away with it. You can go suck yourself as well. Mitchell Sands says, who will win this match? I'm going to say right now it's a 0-0, to be honest with you. Genuinely right now, it could easily be a 0-0. I thought Sydney FC were going to win it. I thought they were going to win it well, and I think everyone thought they were going to win it well. But I'm getting behind a 1-0 for NBA Bayboy, who's got some money on the Mariners, because we all want to see people win money on this channel. And also, we all want to see Sydney FC lose. Even though I don't have a problem with Sydney FC, but, we want to see it fresh talent winning the competition each year, like the Brisbane Roar, VX Doorbell says, I don't think I've ever enjoyed a 0-0 apart from Union Berlin's promotion game a few years ago. Yeah, well, that's not really the 0-0 that you're looking at there. That's really more so you're looking at something, that's really more so you're looking at the end result of what that actually means, though. 4 likes, Raven 65. Come on, let's get to 65 before the end of halftime. We're very damn well close. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe in your own ear. Braith Leatham says, yeah, he only loves TikTok timeouts. Shit, now we're getting into TikTok damn well timeouts again. That's it. Time out. No, don't time out. Don't time out. But next person who says TikTok timeout, you're getting timed out. DJ Macca says Ronaldo is the best league. Ronaldo is the best league at the moment, not Ronaldo? Buddy, Ronaldo's his own league now? Jeez, he's come leaps and bounds. My goodness me. Mitra Sand says, I think Sydney will be winning the match. You'd assume so. If they don't, then there's problemo. If they don't win at the match, there is a problemo. There is a big, big problemo with the old Sydney FC. So they will definitely need to be winning this one. Braith Leatham says, McGregor or Dustin, just real quick, I am streaming that fight on Sunday. I will be doing that. But then again, it does finish. I think it starts like 20 minutes or half an hour after the Lakers versus Bulls. Otherwise, I would have streamed like all the pre-fights and all the fights and shit like that. But the Bulls versus Lakers is a big one for me. So I'll be streaming that one just beforehand. VX Silver says you should make a no. I have a TikTok, but I will never damn well use it again. Oscar Burke says Hayden, the absolute diehard Mariners fan. Yeah, get around, get around Mariners fans. They've had some tough times, The old Mariners fans, they've had some tough times, but they're still grinding. If anyone still admits to you they're a Mariners fan, then they're a real one. If anyone it's like if anyone still tells you they're a Detroit Lions fan, like I say, I'm a Lions fan, I'm a Detroit Lions fan, we're always shithouse. We've never been good, ever, in my lifetime. We nearly won a game in the playoffs in 2016 against the Cowboys, but we did not, and we didn't win. We should have won. That was a bullshit game, Cowboys, screw you. But we got beaten pretty easily against the Seahawks in 2015, I think it was, or it could have been the other way around, but, you know, if anyone tells you they still support a team, and that team is shithouse, they're a real fan of that team. Large Chip says, I'm an RB Leipzig fan. Unless you're from that area, I think you're a bandwagoner. I can't wait to demolish Liverpool like we did to Man U and Spurs. Do you think Leipzig will go find the UCL? I don't really watch Leipzig too much, man. I don't really watch the Bundesliga, so I can't really have an opinion on what I think of a Bundesliga team. Obviously, I think that Leipzig are a very quality team, and they've got some real nice pace about them when I have watched them in the Champions League, but we haven't seen Champions League football in a while now, and I don't want to go out and say, oh, yeah, man, they'll do awesome, when I don't necessarily watch a great deal of Leipzig, but I do know about their history. I do know about the old Leipzig's history. Malcolm says, I hear your accent and expect you to be drinking out of a shoe. Well, I don't have a shoe here, mate, but I am going to take a drink. Back in Australia, I guarantee you, when I'm doing vlogs, people ask me for shoeies and shit. I get a lot of kids coming up to me at games to take pictures and shit with the vlogs. I have been asked to do a shoey twice, though, and that one of them was at the Cubs game. Cubs versus... I don't know, it was one of the warm games. It was a nice one, actually. It was one of the nice ones. I can't remember. There was some freezing-ass shit games there. And then one of them was, I think, Roosters versus Rabbitohs in the preliminary final, which was an interesting one there at Allianz, I think it was. Peter Cat says, Cowboys had it come back when Des Bryant had the bet. Oh, don't do it to me. Don't talk to me about it. Chun Hin Chuang says, you think Sydney FC can win the second half? They should. If they don't, they're bloody stupid, mate. They're bloody stupid, mate. If they don't win the second half, they're bloody stupid, mate. They should. Mariners are shit house, so, they should. Oscar Berg says, I've never seen a playoffs win in basically 10 years of supporting two of my teams. That is actually depressing. Mate, the Detroit Lions haven't won a playoff game in my life. My life. They've never won a playoff game. Don't talk to me about this. Don't talk to me. VX Doorbell says he doesn't like Leipzig. Every Leipzig fan is a plastic unless they supported the team while they were in the 4th division before Red Bull bought the team. Yes, but I will jump in on that. I'm a City fan before 2008, so I can damn well tell you that there are genuinely fans of these teams that people call plastic from beforehand. Man City had an absolutely unbelievable supporter base from beforehand, but they've been now thrown in the mix with all these, random fans who've jumped in with these Sergio Agueros and your signings of like Kevin De Bruyne and shit like that. And, your Chinese audience and your African audience and your South American audience who jump on the bandwagon of a Premier League team like a United or an Arsenal or a Chelsea or a Liverpool or a Manchester City. Maybe not so much Tottenham, because Tottenham are bottle jobs and they've always been shithouse. Well, they had one good year. What's funny is that Leicester have only had... They've won once, right? Leicester have won more times than Tottenham ever have, right? They've won more Premier League titles, right? So there are more Leicester fans around the world than there are Tottenham fans. And Tottenham have been a relatively consistently decent team for a good 20 years, 10, 15 years. They've always been up around that point, but they've never won it. They've never actually done anything, and they never win anything. So people don't actually support them around the world. But Leicester, they win one time, and obviously you've got heaps of Africans, you've got heaps of Middle Easterns who love them. Riyad Mahrez, where's he from? Saudi Arabia? No. Tunisia, Algeria. I think Algeria he's from. They did really well in the World Cup, actually, didn't they? Mitra Santos, bro, I'm from India. Oh, good on you. Get around the Indians. Yeah, you gotta love India. Great country, that. I can't wait to go for a cricket game there, actually, for India versus Pakistan. By the way, guys, if you are just tuning in here, and you're wondering why we're talking about cricket and India versus Pakistan, it's because it's half time right now, and we are waiting here for the second half to get started. But it looks like it has started. My football hasn't come on yet. My football hasn't started here yet. So that's not great. It's not a great start here. The second half has started here, but my stream for the game has not come back out. I'm going to have to go on and try and get a actual, stream of it, because right now the game has not damn well started for me. And this is a really running theme with Buddy My Football. For some reason, they never get it going. They never damn well get it going on time. So let's go on to football here. Gunnar says this is the longest break ever. Yeah, well, it started about a minute and a half ago. But My Football are useless. They're bloody useless, mate. They're so useless. I tell you what. They got one job. Put the football on the football channel. Put the football on the football damn well channel. Ah, here we go. Ah, guess what? Get out of town. They've put the football on the football channel. All right, so we are back now, guys. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you are new around here. We got 101 people here right now. Good stuff. Go and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Patty Cat says, my football is as late as Conor McGregor is for press conferences. Yeah, that's what he damn well wants. And Marin's here with the ball. Marin's kick it over the top. And that will be Sydney FC here, trying to maintain some possession. What I think for this second half, guys, with Sydney FC is that they just need to keep attacking. You know, they are quality enough to win this game. They are the easy favourites for a reason. They've won 2 years in a row. So all they need to do in the second half is just keep attacking and keep doing what they do. The Mariners, on the other hand, they just need to frustrate Sydney FC, to be honest with you. I think they should play for a 0-0 draw right now, and they could easily sneak a counter goal, or they could easily frustrate the shit out of Sydney enough that Mariners are then able to hit on the counter, or just able to sneak a corner goal or a set-piece goal, like 85th minute, 87th minute. It happens in a lot of sports. It happens in a lot of, obviously, football games, and I think that's probably the best course of action here for the Mariners in this game. Frustrate the shit out of their opposition, and then push forward off the counter. Michelle Palladino says result final. I'm going to say 0-0. I'm going to go out there and say 0-0. Oscar Berg says, what derby day in English football would you love to see again, because they are in different divisions? West Ham versus Millwall will be great, but yeah, they're in different divisions. Obviously, City versus United for me, but I'll go away from the obvious one, considering I'm a City fan. But West Ham versus Millwall is one of them. I don't want to go with the Premier League ones, to be honest with you. I don't really want... I would love to see a Leeds versus United game. A Leeds versus Man United. That's out. That's a throw in here for Sydney FC. I'd love to go to a Leeds versus Man United game in Leeds. Not at Old Trafford. No one cares about Old Trafford. It looks like a toilet. Paddy K says Mariners look dangerous from a set pieces. They do. Lockie Gow says the Mariners are actually looking half decent this year. Disagree. Kyle Rouse has been very strong at the back end and much improved defense. Everyone's got a good defense right now. Mariners look shithouse, but their defense is okay. And that's something that you'd be happy with, considering, like, the Mariners have been shit for so long. At least they've got something going for them. I think they look horrific in the midfield, and I think they look horrific, like dead set, horrific times 5 in the attack line. I think they really are pathetic when it comes up front. But a lot of teams are like this right now. But their defense is great. I thought Tongic has been great in that first half. Tongic saved quite a few goals, actually, for me in the first half here for the Mariners. And I think that, yeah, look, I would definitely not say they're doing pretty well. I think they've snuck a few results when they've been arguably just as shit as their opponent, but they just weren't as shit, but they snuck a goal. You know, I genuinely believe that from what I've seen so far this season, that the Jets are actually... no, I'm not going to say they're better than the Jets. The Jets are better. No, Nigovic! No. When you're 0-4, you can't make an argument for them, to be honest with you. But in the same sense, from their actual game style, I've liked them. DJ Macca says, if they don't win, then I'm going to buy a Mariners shirt and wear it for a week, I swear. Sydney FC, this should be goal. Oh, there's a goal. Tap in. Easy. Oh, he's offside. Oh, no, you loosey-goosey bloody idiot, son. You're an idiot. He's offside, son. He's offside. VAR check, but he's offside. I thought you didn't VAR check if they... I didn't think you VAR check if he put the flag up for an offside. Ooh. I don't know about that. Oh, no, he's offside. Sorry, I was looking down here. Yeah, Barbaroussa's offside. Sorry, I was looking down here. I wasn't even looking up at Barbaroussa's. So the second phase of it is fine, but the first phase of it, unfortunately, was offside. So, unfortunately, will be a no goal, my friend. No goal. The gunner says, what is going on with Sydney Stadium? It's going to take a bloody long time, my friend. Declan Smith says, I would love to see West Ham versus Millwall, but I don't want to get relegated, and Millwall are too shit to go up. Millwall are like mid-table championship right now, aren't they? I think they're like high-end mid-table. I think they're pushing for a playoff spot in the championship, aren't they? Well, last time I checked, he's offside. He's offside. I think his shoulder is going. I think his shoulder is off here. I think that's offside. They're still checking it here. You can score with your knee, and his knee is offside. So, you know, if you want to be consistent, his shoulder's off. Like, I don't understand why we're still looking at this. Why are we still looking at this? Oh, why are we still looking at this? It's obviously offside. Malcolm says, Mariners be good at rugby. The kicks over the bar are stunning. Yeah, well, Matt Simon obviously is a great rugby player too. He loves to tackle players to the ground with full force. You know, I'm surprised he doesn't make his actual tackles. Ooh, that's debatable. Oh, if they put that line there, that's an offside. If they put that line there, I didn't think that was offside. That was confusing. I'm actually confused by that. Wow. Large Ship says, Sydney's new stadium going to take a while thanks to Gladys Berry, blah, blah, blah. NBA Boy says, who scored? No one scored, mate. It's 0-0. It was Sydney FC who put the ball in the back of the net, but it was offside. Luckily for you, my friend. Luckily for you. Oh, Mariners here, chance! Mariners! Put it in the back of the net! Put it in! Shoot, you bloody idiot! Shoot! Oh, it's gone wide. What is this moron doing in the middle of the box? Who was the one with the ball there who wasn't shooting? He gets out here. That's done great work there by the Mariners. Danny De Silva, what are you doing, bro? Shoot the ball. So it's going to be a corner here for the Mariners, but that should have been a damn well goal to the Mariners. Jeez, come on, Central Coast, let's go. DJ Macca says, we win every week, You're nothing special, we win every week. Get around the raw. All right, Mariners here with the ball in. Chance! Oh! I thought Tonga was going to put it in the back of the net. Jeez, Tonga's been good in this game, though. Tonga has been good in this game. NBA Bay Boy says, someone explains me what's happening. Well, it does get pretty hectic when... Well, look, to be honest with you, man, I don't think anyone can explain to you what's happening because Mariners should have scored a goal there. So, basically, it was offside against Sydney. Mariners broke way down the other end and should have scored. Oh, chance! Goal, Mariners! Central Coast Mariners are up 1-0. Matt Simons put the ball in the back of the net. It was their own goal. It's 1-0 to the Central Coast Mariners. Central Coast Mariners are up 1-0 here with 37 minutes to go here. Let's go, lads. Palo Cat says, Mariners, get in. Lockie Gal says he's streaming the Brisbane Roar women's game after this. Nah, man, I don't do the women's game. But, geez, the Mariners, they've looked the better team all game, and they've put the ball in the back of the net here. Who scores? Is this an own goal, or is this off Matt Simon? So, Mariners with the ball in here. I want to see who scores this. It doesn't... No, it's an own goal, I think. Isn't it an own goal? I think it's an own goal, but the Mariners lead 1-0 here. Let's go, baby. Let's go. NBA Bay Boy says, holy shit, please hold. Man, there's a long way to go, but I don't mind this now. I think you genuinely could win this, mate, because the Mariners have been the better team for me. By a decent way, too. Ali Muhammad says, told you, Mariners win. I have not seen a single comment from anyone who said Mariners would win. Besides Mr. NBA Boy, who put a bet on a random underdog and might have snuck it here. Large Chip says the Mariners have more goals than fans. Wow. So that was an own goal, by the way, to Warland from Sydney FC. NBA Bay Boy says, I'm such a degenerate for betting $500. But if you win, buddy, good on you. Good on you, champion. I said 1-2, BMK said. Well, and what do you mean easy? You still have to expect Sydney to score and Mariners to score again. I wouldn't necessarily say that's an easy one, my friend. Turner Friends says Sydney not even top 6 this season. Well, I don't think so about what your comment. I would disagree with your comment. However, they definitely haven't been great at all. Sydney FC here with a chance, though. Unfortunately, the pass was a little bit too far there. Ninkovic with the ball. He's been pretty average in this game here. Sydney FC here. Now, they're going down the left-hand side. Chancey outside the box for Sydney FC. He's going to whip it in. Goes straight to Ryan Grant. And still Grant here with the ball. He's going to whip it out to the right-hand side. Whips it in. Barbarousis. It's gone absolutely bloody skyward. And that is a goal kick. Goal kick. NBA Bay Boy says, I'm subscribing. Love you, vibe. Appreciate it, man. We're here every damn well day, my friends. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's games, actually. I think Adelaide versus Melbourne Victory will be pretty decent, to be honest with you. I actually think that's an onside goal for Sydney FC, by the way. By the way, guys, it's not a goal. NBA Bay Boy, don't freak out. But I'm pretty certain he's onside there. I think that... That's a... Buddy, see, this is what I'm talking about, VAR, right? This is what I'm talking about with VAR. That is a horseshit. It's probably technically right. Boss is probably telling us the right reasoning there, and that does come down to the edge of the sleeve. But, like, when your sleeve is what's making you offside, there's a problem with the rule. There is a problem with the rule when your sleeve classes you as offside. Like, come on, man. Like, holy shit. If your sleeve costs you a goal because it was offside, there is a problem with the rule. NBA Baby says, is this a lock 1-0? Man, there's a long way to go here. No, it is not. There is 34 minutes still to go here in this game. And the Mariners are usually dog shit. So I would love to see it for you, but I wouldn't be cashing it in too early, mate. All right, Sydney FC here with the ball. They're going to counter here. Chance on here. Costa Barbarousa's not been great today, but he's going to break away by himself down the wing. He's going to cut back, gives it off to Ryan Grant. Grant here gets it back to Barbarousa's. Barbarousa's is going to waste that momentum. He's going to waste all that momentum, to be honest with you. So Sydney FC here with the ball. And that's going to be Mariners. Good defense. Mariners, very good defense there. Pater Cat says it was called offside on field, so that was always going to be hard to overrule that close. Yeah, but VAR is VAR. They'll overrule whatever they want, to be honest with you. Kurt says, come on, Central Coast. Barak says, no goal, 100%. Well, yeah, it's a no goal, but and it's technically right, but it's also like it's bullshit in the sense of the actual law. It's like the ruling with the no penalty for the Jets against MacArthur. Like, it's just a dog shit rule. It's like, come on, man. Like, common sense should come into play in regards to the ruling. Like, in this game, fair enough. Oh, Mariners here with a chance. Mariners here with a chance. Going to whip it outside. No, Sydney FC will get that ball away. VX Doorbell says Sydney to score 7 and give all Brazilians PTSD. Or Mariners to score 5 more and Sydney FC to score 1 and give Manchester United fans PTSD. That one. NBA Bay Boy says, who scored? Mariners scored. Who scored for the Mariners? It was no goal for Warland. To make it 1-0. So Sydney FC here with the ball around the halfway point. Adam Harrison says, Sydney come back 2-1. Well, I don't know. They're not looking that great. Large Chip says, I go for Melbourne City as I supported them when they were called Melbourne Heart. They also used to be based in my part of Melbourne. All right. Well, get around them, Melbourne Heart. You know, they were pretty shit house. They were shit house when they were around. Melbourne Heart. I remember they used to be the bottom of the table like every year. The old Melbourne Heart. Oh, Sydney FC with a chance. Whips it in. Corner. Tongic. Very good defending in this game. Very good defending in this game by Tongic. Paddy Cat says Tongic has been class. That's what I'm saying. Tongic's been the man of the match for me, in my opinion. I think, genuinely, if you're going to give it to a man of the match right now, it'd be to ruin Tongic. Yeah, exactly right, Master Cat. Yeah, that's a good one. NBA Bay Boy says, I'm not watching. What did they just use VAR for the own goal? Not the own goal, for the Sydney FC goal beforehand. The VAR was used beforehand, and it was technically right, but it's stupid. But that was beforehand. No, not for the 1-0 goal. It was a quarter. Unique Edit says, do you think Sydney FC win too much and need to lose more and not win 3 A-Leagues in a row? Well, I'd like to see it. But in the same sense, like, I respect greatness. If you're good, it's like LeBron, like the Lakers, you know, you just respect greatness, man. If you hate on greatness, then you're missing out on quality. Oh, what are you doing, Sydney FC? That was a chance there to score, but it will come away here with the Mariners. Dion Caffey says, haha, all right, no idea what you just said, but appreciate you. Big Boy Has says, I'm happy for you, NBA boy. Well, be happy for him when they win. There's still 30 minutes to go here. There's a long way to go. There's a damn long way to go here. So let's not get too excited too early here. But right at this very moment, they're looking pretty good, mate. They're looking pretty good, the old Mariners. Oh, chance here for Sydney FC, though. Oh, save. Birighitti with a save. Pater Cat says, Mariners do have a wild card with Marco Orena on the bench. VX Doorbell says, is there any chance the Central Coast Mariners are a top side this season? No, mate. No. Lockie Gal says, Mark Birighitti has been quite strong tonight. Yeah, Birighitti and Tongi have been really good defensively. I do think it's a matter of time before Sydney score, but then again, Sydney have just looked average all season long, to be honest with you, man. Even when they played Wellington, I thought they were average. I genuinely would probably put them around 5 or 6 right now in regards to a weekly power rankings. You know, I'd probably put them around 5 or 6, and probably more so 6th end. Declan Smith says Perth looked good, although a little worrying with those 2 late goals. I know it's only 1 game. It's only the first game of the season. Look at how MacArthur played against the Wanderers in the first game of the season. They were good, and then they've looked pretty average and shithouse since. I want to see Perth play a couple more teams before I make a judgment on them. Lockie Gal says he's injured, idiot. Who's injured? Mariners time wasting. Oh, Mariners time wasting. Really love it. I genuinely think he is injured, to be honest with you. Oscar Greg says, is the Olympics not happening anymore with the Olyroos? The Olympics is happening. Don't believe the bullshit. Adam Harrison says, Sydney missed penalty merchant is Lafondre. Yeah, old Lafondre, eh? I think Sydney are just waiting for Bobo at this point. I think they need something fresh. They need something, encouraging in the attack. They need to change up the attack because right now they're just deplorable. Reality, they're just deplorable. Dion says, where are you from? I'm from the Gold Coast in Australia, mate. I'm currently in Fiji. I come back next Wednesday, though. So 28 minutes to go here. Mariners going to boot this one away. Brigitte kicks that one away. I'll be based very close to where this stadium is, actually. More like Cronulla. So it's going to be Mariners here with the ball playing around the defense. Tonga gets the ball out to the left-hand side. Let me know what your score predictions are from here on out, guys. I could easily give you a scoreline of 1-0 or a 1-1. I can't see. I don't know if Mariners will score again, to be honest with you. I think that if anyone's going to score, it's going to be Sydney FC. But then again, I think that's just because I know what they've been like previously. It's my perspective and opinion of what this team has been overall. So I'm kind of just expecting them to do it. But I don't necessarily believe they're going to do it from what I've seen. But I'm expecting them to do something because we all know they should be doing something. Large Shift says, how much do NRL tickets usually cost? Are you going to vlog this NRL this year? I vlog everything, mate. AJ Ellis says, to be honest, I'm not really surprised about Central Coast Mariners being Sydney FC because I'm sure that Central Coast Mariners have a good record against Sydney. Are you sure? Are you sure? Oh, this should be goal. This should be goal. This should be goal, Sydney FC. Oh, wow. That's a bad place there. And then he makes an even worse pass. Oh, man. I'm just disappointed that he didn't go flying in for a tackle on Matt Summon there to deliberately get a yellow card out of frustration. That's annoying. My final score guess is 1-1, but I hope it's 1-0 for you, mate. Kurt Brisbane says maybe 2-0 Central Coast. Maybe. They could do it, just like the MacArthur game, I guess. Satrishna says, I'm not sure. Taban says, Taban said what? Can Sydney still win? They can definitely still win, but not right now. They're not looking good. Lockie Gal says, Birigidi has been very inconsistent the past few years, but lately he looks like a completely different player. Hoping he can keep the performances up. Yeah, well, I hope so too. I hope this Mariners team can do well this year. I don't believe it. I don't think they're better than a lot of the other teams in the competition, but in the same sense, I would love to see them do well. But then again, I don't want them to win because we got the Brisbane Roar winning, mate. But just relax over there, Mariners fans. We got the Roar winning. Alrighty, so 26 minutes to go here. Rossi says, what's your name, brother? I am Blaze, B-L-A-Z-E. Alright, so Sydney FC with a chance. Oh, save. That's a save there for the Mariners. Good sweeper keeper action there. Sweeper keeper, not sweeper keeper. Sweeper keeper of dreams. Spirit Giddy. He's not really a sweeper keeper, but I just call whatever person, any keeper that comes off their line a sweeper keeper. Dion says 25-minute 2-goal. 2 goals, another goal to be scored, or are you saying 2 more goals to be scored? I don't think 2 goals to be scored, but I do think the final score is 1-1. Taban says, how do you watch the game? If you're not in Australia, you can watch it on YouTube on MyFootball. Rossi, that's right. Lockie Gal says 1-1 for me. Yeah, that's what I got. All right, so Sydney FC here with the ball around the defence. I wonder what the table will be looking like, actually, with a result here. I'm going to go have a look. Ninkovic here, first up. Hold on. Before I go and have a look. Oh, chance here, Sydney FC. Oh, chance. Oh, goes behind. Oh, the cutback. The cutback wasn't cutback of dreams, and the pass was absolutely horrific, son. So, with the Central Coast Mariners win, they jump above Melbourne City and Sydney FC into 4th place on the table. Still behind the Brisbane Roar, though, unless they score another goal here. And Sydney FC, with a loss, would be 6th, but could easily be overtaken by Perth or Wellington Phoenix. Western United as well. Yeah, it's interesting times for Sydney FC right now. Comes off the referee. Get out of the way, you dickhead. Get out of the way, you goose. Buddy, gee whiz, you know what you're doing, son? Get out of the way. You're not playing the game, Mr. Referee. You can't have a kick of the ball, son. All right? Leave him alone. So, Balm Johan here will come on here for Sydney FC. Joe Jiang says 3-1. 3-1 Sydney FC from here on out. I don't know about that. But Paolo Retri will be coming off here for Sydney FC, and Bal Johan will be going on. Taban Samani says on the channel, My Football available to watch. That's how I'm watching it. I'm in Fiji, so I'm watching it on that channel right now. Alrighty, so Matt Simon will be coming off here for the Mariners. And Smiley will be coming on here for the Mariners. So Matt Simon goes off and Smiley goes on. And the Mariners are making another change here too. Not just the one. They're going for the two. They're going for the multiple some. Muhammad says, I think My Football is blocked in the US. Maybe on, I'm not sure. Had to go somewhere else. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even know. I thought everyone, like I said, I'm in Fiji, so I get it here, but I don't know what other countries do get it and don't get it. I know Australia and New Zealand definitely don't, but I didn't realize that America didn't have it. Alrighty, so 67 minutes gone here. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new around here. Sydney FC with a chance here. Oh, good shadowing, actually. Very good shadowing. It's going to be a goal kick. Wow, good shadowing there by Mariners. AJ says, my bad, before 2016, they did, but in recent times, they have been shit against Sydney FC. Well, no shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, they've won 2 years in a row. Like, how could they be the better team against them? Patercat says, USA have A-League on ESPN+. That's why. Oh, true. Oh, Mariners would go top of the table here. Mariners would go top of the table. Like, obviously, they would go behind the Raw with a Raw win, MacArthur with a MacArthur win, and Wanderers with a Wanderers win, but and Melbourne City with a Melbourne City win. The goal difference doesn't really favour Melbourne City, to be honest with you. Dion says, minute 75, 1-1, minute 88, 2-1. Oh, man, you're betting on Sydney, aren't you? You're betting on Sydney, aren't you? You're bloody a wisher, mate. You're bloody a wisher. Oh, save there by the keeper. Andrew Redmayne hasn't had to do too much for Sydney FC today. Obviously, it definitely hasn't done anything because he gave away a goal too. Demand Royale says, who do you reckon will win the original rivalry tomorrow? Adelaide United versus Melbourne Victory. I go Adelaide United. I think Melbourne Victory are going to be bottom two of the table this season. And I honestly don't know if they'll be above Jets. I think Jets have been playing reasonably well. But I still think Victory will be down. I think Victory have enough to be above the Jets. But in the same sense, I'll be taking Adelaide United in tomorrow's game unless Victory can prove me otherwise. They've only played one game. So, my thought process as we speak is based on one game where they looked absolutely horrific, and the Brisbane Roar looked pretty good, but they looked absolutely horrific. And I just don't see much quality from that team at the moment. And Adelaide, although they lost 5-3 to Perth, they still scored 3 goals late on. I think that was just a, Perth first game of the season after 3 weeks of waiting at home. Beautiful day over there in Perth. You got to love that kind of shit. And they were just up and ready for it. So I think that Perth will come back down to reality pretty soon. I don't know if they'll win this week or they'll lose next week and people will be like, wait a second, let's not get too excited like we did with MacArthur, or we did with the Brisbane Roar, or we did with the or we do with the Wanderers right now. You know what I mean? Wanderers is a different story. I don't know why people are getting excited just too early, except for Patercat, obviously. I think that people are just, or Adelaide United before that game against Perth, I feel like people are just getting too hyped too early about certain teams. They need to wait and see. But yeah, I think Adelaide win that one pretty reasonably easily. Demand Royale says, Jets are good but very unlucky and have good talent. Disagree on the good talent just now. I don't think they're that great with their talent-wise, but I do think that they have been very unlucky in their results, yes. Ask the Boss says, what's up, buddy? 1-0, that's what's up. But 20 minutes to go here, guys. 20 minutes to go. Smack that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Let me know who you think will win in the chat. The Gunner says, we only had one good game. We only had one game, mate. And you looked shithouse. So all I can go on right now is how shithouse you looked and the fact that you don't have that many good players, man. People ask me these questions every single stream. So I can only go off what I see. I've seen one game of them and I've seen them look absolutely shithouse. And they don't look good going into the season. They don't have the players compared to these other teams. I get you're a Victory fan and I get you're upset that obviously someone disagrees with you. But, man, you got to understand, this Victory team isn't what we've seen before. This Victory team isn't up to the standards in comparison to what we've seen previously. So I think you've got to come back down to reality a little bit. And I think you've got to understand that your team's not like your top dogs anymore. But if they prove me wrong, they prove me wrong. That's great. I'm basing my opinion off one game because guess what? We've only got one game to go off. So, oh, what is Birighitti doing? That's a corner. Oh, it was a nick from the Mariners. There you go. Oscar Berg says Victory are goners. Well, look, I think so. But sorry, Goners. I've got to give you a bit of a skeleton there so you understand. Because, I think you still think the Victory are a top 3, top 4 team. Or at least a playoff team. And there's no way. From the comments that I've seen on the channel over the streams. All right, so A-League, Sydney FC here. Chance on the left-hand side. And they're going to whip it across. And that's going to go and be cleared away. Dion Kelly Ducati says, what are you, Tim Fave? What's that, sorry? Not too sure what that means. Oscar Burke says, Victory are tired. They had their... Oh, Chance save. Victory are tired. They had their prime. They did have their prime. And they'll come back, but just not this year. Just not this year. Darnell says, talking crap about the best team in the A-League. The Melbourne Victory, they're shit ass right now. They used to be good. They're shit ass right now. My team flogged them 3-1, and did you watch us play against the Newcastle Jets? Did ya? Did ya? Gary Boogame, because I did. Gary Boogame says, do you think the Mariners deserve to win? Yeah. Right now, they're the better team by a long way. Yeah, Sydney FC have done jack shit in this game. There's nothing in this game that has shown to me that Sydney FC are the better team here or deserve to be winning. Don't even look. You know what? I'll guarantee you I'll have a watch of Jarvis's video and he'll think that he was better because they've had 10 to 5 shots so far. They've had 0 shots in the second half though. If anyone who's a Sydney FC fan tells you they've been the better team in this game, they're either delusional or they just don't want to admit it because the Mariners obviously have a shit reputation. But in reality, Mariners have been the better team in a long way on all accounts here. And Tongic has been great. He's got it out for a corner here for the Sydney FC, but he has got it out there for a corner. The Gunners, only time will tell. Man, I can tell you right now, I get a lot of people like you coming to my streams all the time. You know, I get it all the time telling me only time will tell. And a lot of the time doesn't tell in their favour. Because I watch every game, man. I see how every team plays, bro. You know, I'm not biased when I say it too. I couldn't really care less what happens with the Melbourne Victory. I'm just telling you the honest truth. You can't handle it, man. You know, it's not good because you've obviously got a higher thought process about the fact that your team's just not that great at the moment. They're not in their peak anymore. You know, you've got to come down to reality. It's like when we have someone telling me that the Detroit Pistons are going to make the playoffs in the NBA, and I was like, brother, come on, man. The Pistons aren't making jack. They're coming last. He's like, no, they're better than the Bulls. I'm like, no, they're not better than the damn well Bulls. They're better than no one. You know, I appreciate your thoughts. Don't get me wrong, but like, come on, Buzz. You've got to come back down to reality if you think your team's a playoff team. Gunnar says, he said Central Coast are terrible. They have been through 3 games. They've been better than Sydney FC in this game. Sydney FC have been terrible in this game. I tell you what I see, right? If you can't handle it, this channel's probably not for you, man, because obviously you can't seem to handle the reality. So Mariners here with the ball here, and they get the ball down. Sydney FC get it away. Oh, goal! That's a goal! Alucuals 2-0 Sydney FC. You're losing! Let's go, NBA Bay Boy. Let's go, NBA Bay Boy. Hey! 2-0 Mariners. Say 2-0 Mariners. Ba-da-ba-ba. 2-0 Mariners. Say 2-0 Mariners. Ba-da-ba-ba. I love it. Let's go, Central Coast. You know, they've looked really decent in this game. They've looked shit house for 3 games, and I haven't rated them, but they've looked good in this game. Goal. Ali Muhammad, you said 2-1. You've got to hope Sydney FC score to be right. But you've correctly predicted Mariners so far. But Sydney FC, they've looked just average. Like, the Mariners have just looked clean. I don't think they've looked special. I think they've looked clean in what they're doing. I think the Mariners have looked clean in what they're achieving. I don't think they've been special. I don't think they've been extraordinary. I just think they've done their job. They've looked clean, and they've done what they've needed to do. And they'd be very happy being up 2-0 right now with 15 minutes to go in the game. Stephen Warren says, yes, Central Coast Mariners top of the A-League. They are. I don't think they're the best team in the league by any means, and I don't think they make the playoffs. But in the same sense, they'd be happy with their performance right now. Wei Ji Yao says away win times 6. Times 6, you think? Times 6. Oh, no, Gunnar, you're all right, mate. Don't worry, man. No. Yeah, you're good, man. No stress. Tanner Friend says, the Gunnar want to fight. Relax, man. Give him a rest. NBA Bayboy says, OMFG, mate, he's having a good time. He's having a good time right now. Still 15 minutes to go, though. I've seen plenty of A-League games that can still be going in the other direction. Barbarousas will come off a wood here. Deon's over 2.5. You'd assume so right now. Mustacast's poor Jas. This is what I'm saying. If he tries to say that Sydney FC were the better team in this game at any point, not a single second of this game do I believe Sydney FC were the better team. Not a single second of this game. Sydney FC with the ball in here from the corner. They would need a miracle to come back here. A miracle. Oh, what are you doing there? And that could have been the miracle they were asking for. Oh, my goodness me. Sydney FC here with the ball in the box. They're going to whip it around. And they're going to whip it inside. Chance here. Chance here. No, Mariners get away. BMK says, come on. NBA Bad Boy says, it's locked now. I would wait to the 85th minute. If this is a goal here for the Mariners, it's a lock. If this is a goal here, makes it 3-0 for the Mariners, it's a lock. Ooh, that could be a free kick here. No, it'll be a corner or a goal kick. It's going to be a corner here for the Mariners. I would wait until the 85th minute before you say lock. If Sydney FC can score a goal before the 85th minute, it's still well and truly on for a draw. The A-League is a league that you can't give up on too early. You can't think the game's over until it's actually over. But I do think the Mariners are going to win because they've been the better team all game. Declan Smith says, NBA Bay Boy still 15 minutes. Yeah, still 15 minutes. Oscar Burke says, Mariners fans are up and about. Yeah, well, they would be. They've been shithouse for so long. They'd be happy with this. Joel Reinbot says, I think that the Jets have taken the place the Mariners placed the worst team. Well, no, anyway. Yeah. Gunners not going to like this. But Jets have looked okay until the victory prove otherwise. For me, they're the worst team right now. Until the victory prove otherwise. If they can win tomorrow, then prove me wrong, please. Prove me wrong. But the Jets haven't been as bad as the 0-4 suggests. Be a goal kick here for Sydney FC. 12 and a half minutes to go here. Can't wait for Justin's rant. Yeah, exactly right. Be funny. Be funny. Don't forget, guys, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe for new around here. Actually, how many likes are we on? We are currently on 75 likes. 5 likes away from 80. Hit that thumbs up button damn well right now. Right now. And also go and hit that big old red button for the subscribe. And if you haven't put the notifications on, well, then you're drunk, son. You need to do it because the videos we got coming out from the 1st of February on this channel are going to be wild, son. They're going to be wild with the vlogs and shit. Oh, chance here. No. Sydney FC going to put this ball away. Owen Foley says, how do you think Sydney will go this season based off their performances so far? The Sydney fans, turn the channel off. Turn the video off right now. Based on Sydney FC's performances from this so far this season, I would have them around 6-7. So far, based on the performances that we have seen, not from what I think going forward, but what I've seen so far from them this season, 6-7. The teams I'll be putting above them right now is your Melbourne City, is your Brisbane Roar, is your Western United, Perth Glory, maybe. But then again, from what we've seen, Western Sydney Wanderers, and there's 5-6 already, Wellington, from what we've seen, haven't been great. So if we're going off what we've seen, then yeah, I probably got them about 7 or 8. 7 or 8. Bang Pen Sports says over 2.5. You would hope so, but there's 11 minutes to go. There's plenty of time. Pattycat says Sydney look terrible, so bad. Yeah, but you're also Wanderers fans, so your opinion doesn't really matter too much when it comes to the Sydney FC. But you're still pretty bang on, to be honest with you. They look really bland. Like, they dead set look bland. I don't think they are going to win the comp this year. And I could easily be proven wrong there. But, from what we've seen, I don't think they look great. Dion says, can one goal? One goal can. Can one goal can. Can one goal? One goal can. So, 10 minutes left here. Oh, you can hear the Mariners. Is that the Mariners' chance? Is that Mariners I can hear right now? No, surely not. Nah, don't tell me that the Mariners are out-chanting anyone. If you're getting out-chanted right now, Sydney FC, that's embarrassing by the Mariners. Can someone tell me in the chat, is that the Mariners fans having a crack, or is that Sydney FC? I really hope to God that's not Mariners. Otherwise, Sydney FC are getting slapped up on the field and off the field. Oh, no, they're lucky. It is Sydney FC. It is Sydney FC. I was getting nervous there. I was like, geez, Justin's going to get slapped up there in the comments. But no, it's good to hear Sydney FC is still cracking on there from the Cove. Kurt Brisbane says, maybe games in Leichhardt Oval. No. I've been there. Okay. It's overrated stadium. It's absolutely overrated. Pater Cat won't like that, but it is. It's absolutely overrated. On a beautiful Sunday afternoon, Tigers win, you'd be like, okay, it's pretty good, but it's overrated. I honestly enjoyed going to Bell more than I did enjoy going to Leichhardt. Joel Reinbot says, all these years we have underestimated the Mariners. Well, no. All these years they've been shithouse. They're just okay. They're looking okay-ish now. three results that oh, chance. Oh, it could have been a goal for 3-0. If they wallop them 3-0 here, you know, I have to go back on what I've said this year. Turner Friend says, Kowal ready to tear defenses to shreds next season with a bit of an older influence guiding him next year. Kowal, obviously he scored a goal. He looked all right just then. It hasn't been great this year. Oh, no, he's been okay this year, actually. I thought he's been somewhat energetic for the Mariners this year. I definitely think he's been one of their... Actually, no, I'd say he's been one of their better players this year, overall. But then again, their defense is where I've been really looking at this year for them. Ahmed Ayadi says, you think Sydney will score at least one? You'd hope so, mate. You'd hope so. But Sydney FC's attack this entire year has been shit. It was not great against Western Sydney Wanderers. It was definitely a penalty. Don't argue it, Wanderers fans. It was a penalty. Sydney FC here with a chance. Oh, good stop there by the defense. Wow. Good block. Good block. Oscar Bo says, Kowal. I don't know what that comment's referring to, but it is what it is. Who penalty? No. We're talking about... Oh, Chanty! Oh, save. No, I'm talking about the penalty from the Wanderers versus Sydney FC game. That was the game we had the other day. Wanderers fans were saying it wasn't a penalty. It was a blatant penalty, and I have no idea why Wanderers fans thought that wasn't a penalty. That was, a couple of days ago. They're actually... Checking a Birighitti here. I'm not too sure. I don't know if he's injured here. I think he's wasting time. Lockie Gal says, in all seriousness, this result is huge for the club. Yes, Sydney have been poor, but the Mariners have finished last the past 3 years straight and beat the back-to-back champions in Sydney. Exactly right. I think that this result here 150% proves Sydney FC are not the same team as they have been previous years. I think this result here shows that Sydney FC have regressed, and even though I have not rated the Mariners this year, and I still don't think they make the finals, I think this result is more telling for Sydney. But if Mariners can keep doing these results and prove me wrong, they do it. It is what it is. I can easily admit when I'm wrong, lads. That's why, Melbourne Victory win tomorrow night, I'll be like, okay, they're a little bit better, but I've only watched one game and they were they were dog shit. So, prove me wrong and I'll admit it. BMK says Central Coast Mariners 2-1. Weiji Yao says, believe me. Lockie Gal says, fair point. But, I think it shows more about Sydney FC than it does about Mariners. Because this result has been coming. Wellington deserved a draw. Wanderers deserved a win. And now Mariners got the win. So it was just kind of slowly, gradually going. It was slowly, gradually changing. Peter Cat says, MacArthur versus Sydney FC next week, Battle of the Floor. There's a Wanderers fan in the chat for you, right there. I think that's going to be a draw. I would really back in a 0-0 there. I would 160% say if you want to put a bet on a 0-0, that would be the game. MacArthur versus Sydney FC. Because both their attacks are horrific. I would prefer to go with bloody Marconi attack. I don't even know. That could be a good attack for all I know. But like an MPL attack, then either of these two attacks right now. Turner Friend says, even Adelaide with their dead performance versus Perth could have beat the Sydney team. Oh, yes, I think so too, because their attack is pretty decent. They still scored 3 goals. But in the same sense, I wouldn't be utilising that performance as an overall, because they've still looked okay this season outside of that. Oh, Chancey Mariners. Mariners here to make it 3-0, put it to bed. Saved by Redmayne. NBA Bay boys getting close to being able to call it. Getting close. You're getting close to being able to call it here. All right, so Sydney FC with the ball, 5 minutes to go. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. Well, are we on 80 likes yet? Are we on 80 likes? We are on 80 likes. There we go. Good on you, champions. And also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. But Sydney FC here in the box. That's going to be a corner. Corner. Chance. By the way, I just realised, yesterday, that Championess didn't play against the Jets because I realised he was on loan and he didn't play, which was actually a significant loss for us, in my opinion. So Tristan says, Sydney 2-0 full time. Tony Friend says, score appears on screen before his reaction. Yeah, it's literally 20 seconds or 30 seconds before I actually see it. Because obviously on YouTube, it's a little bit delayed from the actual live Fox Sports. But Sydney FC here with the ball in from the corner. Chance. No. They're trying to claim penalty, but it's not a penalty. Not a penalty. Malcolm, mate, you're next level. You're next level. You're the buddy smartest man on the planet. Citrusna says, come back, Asu. Good luck. Oh, Chance! I realised someone from last night on the NBL stream said that they were putting like $2,000 on Sydney FC today. I just remembered that because they said if Sydney FC won, they would be better, they would be donating £200 to the channel. Oh, chance! Oh, Grant, what are you doing, dude? Kick the ball in the net, not kick the ball to the defense. What are you doing? Declan Smith says NBA Baby Boy should lock in now. Hey. Don't sing it too early. If the fat lady's not singing yet, you don't celebrate. I'm telling you, sport is still crazy. So FC here with a chance. No, they kick it away there, the Mariners. Turner Friend says clubs are only allowed to loan one player from a certain team, no more than one player per club. The Champions is a good little play there from the Jets. But Mariners here breaking away. If they score now, it's game over. Oh, that's going to be good there. That's great defense there from Sydney FC. Nelson says both to score. There's no tick. No, there's no tick right now. There's 3 minutes to go the game, and only Mariners have scored. Dion says, I over 2 goal and 2.5. Well, you're nervous right now because it's not looking good for an over 2.5. It's only 3 minutes left here. And really, it's only looking like the Mariners. It's only dead set looking like the Mariners are going to be scoring the second goal, to be completely honest with you. Sydney FC aren't doing anywhere near what they surely should be. All right, let's get this chat back up. Turner Friend says, for instance, Central Coast Mariners can only loan in one player from Sydney and any other talks with Sydney players are closed. Yeah, it's interesting the rules allowing like player swaps and player trades and shit in Australia. It's quite odd, but I get it. But Sydney FC here with the ball. Inside, no, cleared away there by the Mariners defense. Malcolm says, problem is when I bet Lakers and they lose. But they didn't lose, they won today. Brave getting around the Mariners. Also, I don't even think he's actually really getting around the Mariners. He's more so getting around against Sydney FC. All right, Sydney FC here with the ball in. No, comes out here for the FC on the edge, though. Ninkovic brings it down. He gets it out into the left-hand side. Here a chance. Oh, corner. Corner for Sydney FC. Corner Sydney FC. Pater Cat says, everyone hyping up Balmjohan off the bench when he's basically playing a prevent defence. Sydney FC have done nothing in this game. Like, they've done nothing in this game. Oh, get up, Clisby. Get up, Clisby. Don't pretend you're injured. Get up, please. Get up, Clisby. No, you're not injured. Get up, please. No, don't waste my time. Don't waste my time, Clisby. National Sports Lawyer says, I'm back and wow. Sydney are losing against the Mariners not only by 1 goal, but 2. How the hell did the Wanderers beat the Mariners away? Well, guys, this is more a reflection of Sydney FC than it is on the Mariners. This is more of a reflection on Sydney FC than the Mariners. But then again, you know, I can keep saying this, but Mariners will keep proving me wrong right now, you know. I would like to see the Mariners. I said I would like to see them up against Sydney FC, and really, like, they did have a good performance. Don't get me wrong. Like, they were good. They were better than that. This has been their best performance by a long way, in my opinion. This has been their best performance by a country mile when it comes to A-League this season. Better than their 1-0 win against the Jets. Way better than their win against against MacArthur. And definitely, obviously, better than their loss against the Wanderers. I think this is definitely their best performance. But this has been more about Sydney FC being absolutely shithouse in attack, which has been coming for a long time, which has been coming every single game so far. Turner Francis referee deserves to be assaulted. Sydney deserved that offside goal. Yeah, it's controversial. It is controversial, but the better team has won today. But in the same sense, that is technically the right ruling. So if Sydney FC fans want to complain about that, they should have been complaining just as much when Newcastle got out of a goal for, you know, a technicality ruling by VAR late on in that game against MacArthur. All right, so chance for Sydney FC. Oh, chance for Sydney FC. Ryan Grant. Oh, side netting. That's it, pretty much. I'd be locking that win up now. If he had scored there, it would have been a chance, but that will go into... Actually, it's a corner still. It's a corner. Alrighty, so 90 minutes, 30 seconds gone. I don't know how long there is out of time. FC inside. No, 4 minutes added on is significant. I think 4 minutes is probably low. I think it should be about 5. What is Birighitti doing punching that ball out there? What is Birighitti doing punching the ball out there? Comes inside here. No, headed out there by the Mariners. FC here with the ball on the edge of the box. National Sports Low says, since when did Sydney get this shit after going back-to-back champions? Everyone knows their style now, man. Everyone knows how they play. You know, this has been coming. This has been coming. It's not necessarily a shock. I still believe Sydney FC would win this game quite comfortably. But in the same sense, it's not necessarily a shock based on how the games have gone so far this season for both of these teams. Turner Friend says, Francesco Totti used to have a Newcastle shirt. Newcastle, gee whiz. You'd be fuming if you're a Jets fan. You got robbed. You got robbed of a grand final. You got robbed of your window. You got robbed of a win during your window because you're not in your window anymore. There's no window right now. There's no window. You got robbed of a grand final. I was there at the game. I vlogged it. You got robbed of a game, of a win when you're in your window. Joe Jiang says, Central Coast Mariners going to score a last-minute injury time. I don't think so. The Mariners are playing pretty defensive right now. They're just trying to prevent a goal. They're just trying to prevent anything right now. National Sports Low says, yeah, I agree. A bit too early to say if this result was shocking. Nah. I've seen enough from FC through 3 games to know that they've definitely regressed significantly. They need Bobo. Once Bobo comes back, maybe it's going to be quite interesting in regards to their attack. Oh, chance here. Oh, it's a goal. That should be... Oh, no. Oh, goal? No. Wow. That should have been a goal. Wow. Tongik has been man of the match. Tongik man of the match. Anyone who wants to say they're man of the match in the chat, if you don't say Tongik, you're wrong because he's been unbelievable. Pattycat says, I heard Mariners fans chanting, oh, Danny Silva. But Sydney FC fans are still cracking on, you know. They're actually singing more right now than they did in the derby last year, 1-0 when I was there in the Cove. So, 82 likes right now, guys. 3 more likes for 85. Let's go and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. So, 1 minute left to Steve Corica. He's not happy. He's not happy, mate. He's not happy. He's not a happy chabby, mate. He's not a happy chabby. Gee whiz, Sydney FC, they're not a happy little family right now. So 45 seconds to go here, guys. Don't forget, tomorrow we've got 3 streams. We've got the Chicago Bulls. Oh, my God, Mariners fans are singing the... No. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Yeah, I just seen that. I just heard that, Pater Cat. The Mariners fans are now singing na. Hey. Goodbye. Joe Jank says, Bobo, come back to Sydney. Yeah, man. How long, Pater Cat? When does he come? When does he get there? When does he arrive? Malcolm says, Mariners playing like 21-21. No. Cut that shit out now, Malcolm. Cut that shit out now, Malcolm. They are not playing like 2021 champions. They're playing decently in this game, but let's cut that shit down before anyone gets any thought process of saying 2021 champions Central Coast Chittendale Mariners. My goodness. Oh, man, I'm close to timing you out for such a ridiculous guy. No, I'm joking. Oh, Sydney FC with a chance. Handball. No. Pater Cat says he's already here, but they're not playing him. Why aren't they playing him? The Gunner says Bjanic has been good. Well, there you go, guys. The Central Coast Mariners have beat Sydney FC, and that was the first time they've beaten there in 7 years. Ouchie mama. What a result there for the Mariners. You've really got to commend them. They had a great performance there. Ruben Tongik was unbelievable. He was the man of the match there. Obviously Warren with the own goal and Kuol as well scored the goal when he came on for the Mariners. Really good defensive performance. It was okay attack. It was okay. But they still got 2 goals, so they'll be very happy with that. This has been the Mariners' best performance of the year, by far. This one right here was the best performance the Mariners have had this year by a long stretch. You cannot say they didn't play good. You cannot say they weren't quality, because today they were quality. Do I think they're going to keep it up? Not necessarily. I think this result more shows what Sydney FC are like this year in the fact that they are a little bit dodgy compared. I think that they have regressed and they aren't the same team as usual. But in the same sense, Sydney FC have got a lot of soul searching to do right now. They've got a lot of soul searching to do right now. They are struggling offensively. They're struggling across the park. They're not holding the possession anywhere near as good, and they got wiped the floor with today by a pretty average team, in my opinion. They got wiped the floor with. But yeah, it's a very revitalizing, refreshing feeling watching that Mariners performance because, to be honest, I don't believe in them, and yet they still did a good job by winning 2-0. Lockie Gal says, on behalf of every A-League fan, thank you, Mariners. Turner Friend says, game was boring, but stream was great. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys for tuning in for all the streams. Paddycat says, please let Jas in Adelaide Vic stream tomorrow. I'll see how we go. Obviously, I'm still here in Fiji. Until I get back to Australia, the internet here is pretty shit house, so maybe not. But we definitely, obviously, will be getting on when I'm in Australia after next Wednesday. NBA Bay Boy says, I'm so happy. Yeah, good on you, champion. Big win for you, son. Big win for you. I hope you spend it wisely, son. Hope you spend it wisely. That's a big win for you. And I can't believe you bet on the Mariners. Don't bet on the Mariners again. That was outrageous. But you got there in the end. National Sports Lawyer says, I also love that Sydney FC has lost against a small team as a Wanderers fan. You guys should have beaten them last week. NBA Bay Boy says 4 things. 1, you're my good luck charm and I'll be back. 2, the Sudan player for Central Coast Mariners is a stud. That's Ruan Tongik, who I've been saying all the stream. 3, this American is now a Central Coast Mariners fan and an A-League fan. Oh, shit. Oh, no, man. Oh, no. He's become a Mariners fan now. I tell you what, man, you're in for a tough time, but good result today. But welcome to the A-League. I hope you have enjoyed it. And 4, I'll try and not overdose on the $1,500. You know, well, there you go. You know, but becoming a Central Coast Mariners fan will be a worse death than being overdosing on that $1,500. Good on you, champion. NBA Bay Boy says, is it true that it's their first win in 17 career matches versus them? They haven't won in Sydney in 7 years. Sydney are the current champions for 2 years, but they look shit this year. But yeah, they don't have a good record against them because no one really has a good record against them in recent years. But that's their first time in Sydney they've beaten them in 7 years. Tommy Heel says, reckon Western United will win tomorrow. Western United versus who? Perth? Is it Perth? I think so. I think Perth got off to a good start, but I think that Western United at home. Is it Perth? My phone's dead. I can't check right now. I can't check on my phone. Can someone let me know in the chat who plays tomorrow? National Sports Loaded says, good luck to your team, Blaze. Hope you guys get close to the final. Brisbane Roar. Yeah, well, we play next, I think, in a week and a half time. We've still got plenty of time before we play our next game. Actually, let me go and have a look at who's playing tomorrow because I'm streaming it. So you guys should get ready for a big old stream fest tomorrow. 3 games tomorrow we're doing. 3 games. We're doing the Bulls versus the Charlotte Hornets during the day. And then in the A-League, we've got Western United versus Perth Glory at 6 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock your time over there, Australian Eastern in Sydney. And Adelaide United versus Melbourne Victory later on after that. But yeah, I think Western United probably win that game, and I will go with Adelaide United to win pretty convincingly against Melbourne Victory. But then again, I said the Sydney FC would win this game pretty easily today, and they did not, son. They did not. They got beaten really easy. But all right, guys, I'm going to jump off for now. It is 10 p.m. for me over here. I'm going to head off to bed. I will see you guys tomorrow for those 3 streams that I just mentioned to you. I appreciate you guys as always. Don't forget, smack that thumbs up button if you haven't already. And obviously subscribe if you are new around here. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.